Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so it's Saturday, college football here, full slate basically for a lot of us here waiting for our favorite team to get going. Or maybe you saw your favorite team get started earlier in the week. But one thing we do know is that we have a full day of college football, and what a way to get things started here. We're talking about Clemson. Came into the season here, ranked number 14 here, top 15 team on the road here versus the Bulldogs. And so we already know what to expect, from UGA here at home. So we're going to keep our eyes out for a couple things here in this one. And so, in terms of for Clemson, offensively, how will they be able to move the ball here? And I'm going to be particularly interested to see how do they move the ball through the air in this one here. Is it going to be a bunch of short passes here? Try to get something maybe to the back at the backfield here, short yardage here, and obviously turnovers, not turning the ball over. That's going to be huge in this one as well. But man, this one's going to be a great matchup. It's going to be a great matchup here. And I'm excited for this one. I'll go ahead and get the poll question started in this one here, in which we'll be getting started shortly here. But man, Clemson, Georgia, let's see. Joe says, hi, Josh, let's go, dogs. And so we've got one for the dogs here. I'll go ahead and put the poll question up right now. I keep saying poll question, but let me put the question up, and you guys let me know who will win today. All right, and be sure to let me know in the chat who you've got for this one. All right, let me edit that. All right. So getting ready for kickoff here any moment. All right. Perfect. And so we'll see how that Clemson offensive line gives them time when they're looking to try to drop back and pass the ball. Clearly, they want to come in here and try to establish the ground game. And as for UGA, they had the perfect balance, if you ask me, last season. And they're going to look to try to build upon that. Obviously, they've got multiple backs that they can, hand the ball to in the backfield. And what they do is they beat you down throughout the first, three quarters out there. And by the time you get to the fourth quarter, that's when they really just start to separate. So we'll see how this one plays out. But expecting a good game here on my end. I am looking forward to it, and just counting down to kickoff here shortly. All right, JB's making sure he's got everything ready on his end here. And again, kickoff will be shortly. I see that the over-under line for this game is set at 49.5. It looks like the over-under for this matchup right now between Clemson and UGA. And according to ESPN Analytics, about 82.2% of the public believes that UGA is going to win this game. So UGA coming in here as big favorites here. And these dogs, they usually back up their, bark. So we'll see how this one plays out for sure. But I'll be very interested to see how Clemson looks this year. Because right now the ACC feels like it's pretty wide open. It feels like it is pretty wide open. And we're just going to see how things play out. All right, make sure I got my tablet ready. Again, just awaiting the start of this one, in which they're going to be getting started very soon. And what a matchup we have here. Two teams in the top 15, ranked in the top 15. Who's going to be victorious today? Bulldogs are already tough to beat, but you go down to Bulldog country, and on top of that, that makes it even tougher. All right, JB's got the tablet open over here. Definitely going to be in store for a great one here. All right. And on top of that, let me look and see some of the other games that will be on around this same time as well. Obviously, we're waiting for kickoff here between Clemson and UGA, but I see that the Penn State and West Virginia games are already getting started on that side there. Obviously, the Iowa game, that one is started against Illinois State. So we got quite a few games that'll be on early, so I'll do my best to keep everybody up to date with that as well. But man, this is going to be it's going to be a fun one here. Clemson, UGA. What can you think of a better way to start off the day with college football here other than having two teams both ranked in the top 15? As for UGA, last season did not end the way that they wanted it to because, I mean, obviously they had championship aspirations last year, but they fell short in their final regular season contest this year. They're coming out with a vengeance here. We're getting ready to see the kickoff here shortly. UGA kicker lined up to kick this one off, and the kickoff is officially on the way. This one started. Clemson will not return this kickoff here, so we're going to get to see Clemson come out here offensively and see what they have in store here. So, Cade Klubnik, he's currently a junior now, so he's got a couple years up under his belt. Last year, threw for 2,844 yards, passing 19 touchdowns, 64% completion, and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, this UGA defense, it's a little different. It's a little different breed here for him. So let's see how he does out here in this matchup here to get things started. The offense now for Clemson with the football from their own 25-yard line to start things off here. Four receivers on the play, one back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. They snap the ball. Quarterback looking, throws it, incomplete, near the shoelaces here of the back. Try to get it to the back out the backfield, but incomplete. Now we're looking at 2nd and 10 coming up here. So 2nd and 10 right now coming up for Clemson again to open this game off here. Can they find some success early on here? They certainly don't want to go 3 and out here. Again, Garrett Riley, the offensive coordinator / quarterback coach here for Clemson. He's got his work cut out for him here in this matchup. They're going to line up in a shotgun formation. Again, trips top of the screen, one receiver bottom of the screen here from their own 25-yard line. Gets the snap here, fakes it to the back, throws it, and that's going to be completed. However, there is a penalty out there. Looks like there's a penalty out there. Let's see what they're going to call. This might be on the offense, and if it is on the offense, expect them to back up. Let's see how this plays. All right, so yeah, they're going to have to replay that 2nd down there. Penalty on the offense. Illegal motion was the call. And Dabo Swinney, he knows you cannot make mistakes, especially against UGA. You just can't make those mistakes. But now we're looking at 2nd and 15 here for the offense of Clemson. All right, here in the shotgun. So they've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back from their own 20-yard line. Wide receiver goes in motion here. Shotgun formation. Klubnik throws it over the middle. Incomplete. That ball hit the ground. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 15. So right now, Clemson already find themselves in a 3rd and long situation here. Can they find a way to get a 1st down, or will this UGA defense start off with a 3 and out? We're about to find up here on 3rd and 15 from Clemson's own 20-yard line here. He was targeting his tight end, Jake Brenningstool, on that one, but incomplete, unable to make the play. So shotgun formation. Up there's some movement. This is a free play. But the quarterback, he's looking to run. Oh, he got rocked. He got rocked on that one. Oh, man. That would have been a great play if it had not been for the penalty there. That's going to be against the defense there because encroachment. Yeah, he moved early on that one, and that's tough. That's tough. That is tough. Got the movement there early. Extremely tough there. So it could have been worse though. That's a free play there. Now, if you're Klubnik there, you got hit for no reason. You knew the guy was offsides there. At least take a deep shot because you know it's a free play, but you don't take off there and get hit. So after that penalty right there, let's see what Clemson does here on 3rd and 10. Shotgun formation. Gets the snap. Klubnik looking. Throws it to the back. In the back. Tackled immediately there. He's going to pick up a yard, but that's it. So UGA coming up, fired up out there, gets the stop there, and they're going to force the punt. So these Bulldog fans, this is what they come to expect from their defense. And I expect this to be the case for most of the game here. So now Clemson's going to have to punt the ball from their own 26-yard line. Punts on the way. See if we get a return here. Gets it from his own 25. He's at the 30, brought down at about the 33-yard line, and that's where UGA will take over with the football from their own 33-yard line. All right, so we got to see Clemson. Now let's see UGA. And we know UGA, their run and their pass game, it complements each other. Carson Beck, pretty good season last year. I expect him to elevate even more this year. Obviously lost guys like Brock Bauer and stuff like that, but plenty of talent. Plenty of talent here. Let's see how they look against this Clemson defense. Particularly the matchup on the offensive line versus Clemson's defensive line here. Let's see who goes out here and wins this battle. If you're Clemson, you're going to have to go out here and fight hard in this one. All right, shotgun. Gives it to the receiver, and the receiver gets the first down. That's going to go down as a pass completion there. So that's a first down, already moving the chains here. We see how that's looking, 1st and 10. And the last thing that Clemson needs is for UGA to come out and move the ball with ease. That's the very last thing that they need. All right, 1st and 10. From our own 44-yard line, shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Clemson showing pressure. Will they bring pressure? Receiver goes in motion right now for UGA. Gets the snap out of the shotgun. Going to feed it to the back. In the back. Oh, he's going to get brought down here and lose a yard on the play. Clemson says not so. They say not so. So that time the running back unable to get anything. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun formation here. 2 receivers top of the screen, 2 receivers bottom of the formation. Beck making adjustments here. Going to switch the formation. Now we're looking at trips bottom of the formation here. Shotgun. Receiver goes in motion, snaps the ball, fakes it to the back, throws a quick pass there. And the receiver's brought down by the first DB that gets to him. Excellent tackle there. Now we got a 3rd down situation coming up here. Can Clemson get a stop here, or will UGA find a way to get a first? And you see UGA moving with some tempo here, hurrying up here. Ultimately, they want to get this first down. Tight end goes in motion against shotgun formation. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Beck, shotgun. 15 seconds right now on the play clock. And again, Beck using that experience he had last year, making some adjustments here. Let's see what they dial up here on 3rd and 10. Gets the snap. Has to move around to avoid the rush. He's running. He's still running. He's stumbling forward for about 13 yards before he decides to just go down here and get the first. Eric, what's good with you? Eric says, hey, JB, what's good with you, Eric? How are you doing? Glad to have you here. All right, so Fresh set it down to work with Carson Beck using his legs that time. Quick pass, caught by the receiver. Takes on that contact there, picks up about 3 yards there on the play, and that was Bell with the catch. Dylan Bell picked up 2 yards. So far on this drive, Carson Beck, 3 of 3 for 13 yards so far here. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, first quarter, 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go. And this is the first offensive possession for UGA here. Clemson got the football first. It was 3 and out. Now we're looking to see what UGA is doing. And UGA is moving the ball. Now shotgun here. Multiple tight ends on the play. One goes in motion. They snap the ball, feed it to the back. The back off the right side looking for a hole there. And the hole does not exist. Clemson is showing that they are not going to allow you to just come in there and run the ball on them like that. Yeah, you look at a lot of the guys that they have to replace offensively. I mean, McConkey, that was big. Kendall Minton, that was huge as well. Milton, Brock Bowers, I mentioned earlier. The John Edwards, that's a lot of production. But if there's one thing about UGA, they obviously recruit well. We know that. And so they've got guys lined up. But 3rd and 8, another third down situation. This time, I'm pretty sure the defense is going to want to keep a spy just in case Carson finds a way to step up. But we got Trips top of the formation here. Gets the snap. Clemson sends 4. Throws the ball quickly. That's going to be, is it caught? Is it caught? It's incomplete. It's incomplete. Even if he would have caught that, he probably still would have been short by about a yard or two. Eric says, I'm good today. You say Mizzou won Thursday night. Your Mizzou Tigers won Thursday night. That's a good start. And today is Washington and Washington State Day. So, hey, I know you're feeling good then. I know you're feeling really good then. So it feels great to know when your team starts off the season the way that you wanted to. What was the final score at the Mizzou game again? Remind me that final score with that one. All right, but UGA finds himself here having to go ahead and punt the ball here. So Clemson defense came up big with that third down stop. Punts on the way. And the ball, oh, he gets it at about that 4 yard line there. So excellent punt. Way to pin him deep inside the 5. And of course, they're going to look to try to replicate what they did last time in terms of UGA defensively to try to go out there and get a 3 and out. Meanwhile, if you're Clemson, you're trying to find some sustained success here. Just get a couple first downs, Eric says 51-0. Okay, so they won 51-0. That's what's up. SM here in the chat. What's good with your SM? SM says, what's good, JB? This game is going to be fire. You already know. And both defenses both went out there and said it's not going to be that easy and stuff like that. So obviously the game just got started there. But on that last drive there, Clemson, a good job there against the run and stuff like that. So therefore, let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Absolutely. I'm excited. A lot of big names in this one. A lot of big names in this one. It's going to come down to continuously, offensively, it's going to come down to the offensive line winning those battles and stuff like that. You see Carson Beck on that last drive, there were some times he had to move around. He even had to scramble and stuff like that. The offensive line's got to give him a little bit more time because Carson Beck, he can make those throws if you give him time, but you got to give him some time back there. Absolutely. All right, and this piece right here. So Bulldogs running back Trevor Etienne. If you're looking for Trevor Etienne, he is not playing in this game. The team has made the decision to not play him in this game due to an incident that this spring that took place earlier this spring when he got a DUI and reckless driving charges. So therefore, that is why they're not playing Trevor Etienne, the brother of Travis Etienne, who's the running back for the Jaguars. His brother transferred to UGA this offseason. He is not playing in this game due to those charges. So it's a way for the team to basically, discipline him. So absolutely understand that. And it goes to show a lot because Clemson, obviously a big game right there, but a key piece to the offense, that's going to be a key piece moving forward, is not playing today for that reason. So want to let anybody that's looking for Trevor Etienne in the backfield, that's why he's not back there. SM agrees, says that the right decision. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're really helping the kid by saying that there are consequences for your actions. So I like it. You don't have to wait for the NCAA or something like that to step in and stuff like that. Just go ahead, do the right thing, especially a big time game. He's definitely going to feel, aggravated knowing that he's not a part of a game like this, you know. especially since this is the college that his brother actually went to in Clemson. So, and Trevor Etienne there. I'm sorry, Travis Etienne. So, absolutely. All right, so getting ready to come back from the commercial. We saw both teams with the football. Clemson got it first. They were three and out, and then Bulldogs got the ball, in which they did move it a little bit there, but ultimately stalled out in that drive. And so now we're going to get to see Clemson for the second time here offensively here in the first quarter with about 8 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the first. Who wants it more? Now they hand the ball to the back. That's a big back, but already there's a penalty. There is a penalty. Now, if this is a physical game, you don't want to get into a physical matchup there with UGA, but that's what they're all about there. They're all about that physicality. That's a part of their nature there. So we're going to see how Clemson really matches up, for 4 quarters here. All right, so they're going to call holding on the offense, and they're going to decline that one. Second down. And that was Phil Maffa on the carry. He got 2 yards on the carry. Maffa looks like a big, sized running back there. I know last year him and Will Shipley, they split duties back there in the backfield for Clemson. This year, this is Phil's team. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Still 0-0. Shotgun formation for Clemson. 2 receivers top of the screen here. Multiple tight ends, bottom of the formation. They're going to toss it to the back. And the back looking. Gets brought down there. He picks up about a good 8 yards there on the carry. Is it enough for the first, though? Is it enough? Let's see where they mark it. He might be shy. All right, so they credit him with 7 yards. They say he's a yard shy. So on 3rd and 1, let's see what happens. Again, 8:05 to go here in the first. Can Clemson get their first down of the game? All right, shotgun. Hands it to him. Gets the first down. Okay. Picks up about 3 yards there on the carry and a first down. He's got 3 carries now for 12 yards. And again, Maffa, big power back there. Expect them to rely on him a lot and often in this game. With 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go this time, we've got Klubnik up under center here for Clemson. Trips bottom of the formation, one back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. They're going to toss it to the back here off the same side, and he's going to pick up a couple yards here, about 3 yards there on the carry. And so, all right, give JB 1 second here. All right, SM says, is it a neutral field? And stuff like that. And so right now, this game is currently, that's a very good question. Give JB 1 second here. That is a very good question. I should have definitely known that one. All right. Meanwhile, Klubnik's looking. Klubnik moving around. Klubnik confused here, still looking, and just throws this one away. There was nothing there. Nothing there. All right. So, yeah, this game is being played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So, yeah, Mercedes-Benz Stadium is where this one's being played at. Falcon Stadium, which of course I should have known by the field out there. But right now we've got an injured player out there. So yeah, this one's being played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium there, Stadium of the Atlanta Falcons. As UGA usually has a lot of their big games played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. All right, so right now we're hitting the commercial because there is an injured player out there for UGA. Hopefully he's okay. Speaking of injuries, if you haven't heard yet, Max Johnson, who we watched, on our Thursday stream and stuff like that, he is out for the season with a knee injury. He is out for the year. So the transfer from Texas A&M, that transfer to North Carolina that we saw play Thursday, they got injured in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, that knee injury, he's out for the year. Extremely tough break. All right, but again, currently right now the commercial. But so far in this one, Clemson with the football, first quarter, 6 minutes and 27 seconds to go here in the first. And right now, Club Nick, he's currently 1 of 4 for 2 yards. Carson Beck for UGA, he's 3 of 4 for 13 yards in this one. He's also got 13 yards rushing for UGA, currently the leading rusher as of right now. And for Clemson, Moffitt's got 4 carries for 15 yards. Again, still first quarter here. 6 minutes and 27 seconds to go. But yeah, you guys in the chat, let me know, who are you rooting for in this one? Are you rooting for the Bulldogs? Or are you rooting for Clemson? Let us know, and be sure to press that like button as well. All right, so returning back to the field here. Again, medical staff was tending to the injured Bulldogs player. Hopefully he'll be okay. All right, so we got 3rd and 7 coming up here for Clemson. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers top of the screen here, 1 receiver bottom. Snaps the ball. Klubnik looking. Klubnik throws it. That's going to be, is it caught? If he caught it, he's still short of that first down marker. Yep, he's going to be a yard shy of getting that first down marker. Now, I know Clemson would have loved to gone for it, but you're just too far back in your own territory. You got to go ahead and punt this one away. I know it's very tempting to roll that dice here, but you certainly don't want to give them any type of a spark here. Got to think about the field position. All right, so on 4th and 1, punt unit is out there for Clemson. Punts on the way. SM says defensive battle so far. JB fully came into this one expecting this was going to be a defensive battle. And as the game goes on, I expect for UGA to, get a little bit more success, a little bit more success, a little bit more success, and stuff like that. But we'll see how this continues to go the rest of the way. But man, first quarter so far, very defensive indeed. I can see UGA putting together a long drive. And just a reminder, this is the first of 3 streams that your boy JB is going to be doing today. So busy slate for your boy JB today. 1st and 10, all right, from their own 34-yard line, shotgun formation, hands it to the back off the left guard, and the back is going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. Again, we mentioned ETN, right? He's not playing in this one here. So Robinson here got the carry. 2nd and 9 coming up. 5:05 left to go here in the first quarter. Shotgun here for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Receiver goes in motion here, gets the snap, throws it out of the shotgun, gets the completion, and he's brought down by the defender there. He's going to be about 4 yards shy of that first down marker. 3rd down coming up. So 3rd down coming up with 4:42. So if you're Clemson, you'd love to get the stop and get the ball back. But if you're UGA, every first down I feel like helps, especially if you can sustain, keep these possessions going. JB is a big fan of controlling time of possession, and in the defensive battle, that really does bode well for you. But here on 3rd and 4, so this is very third and manageable here. Beck making adjustments on the line here. Got to make sure that they account for everybody that Clemson can send. Receiver goes in motion, gets the snap, looking, throws it. It's completed, but he is a yard and a half shy at that first down marker. So 4th down coming up. Beck's getting hit out there. He's getting hit. SM says you're rooting for Georgia because that's where your quarterback Stafford played in college. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so they got the punter out there right now in this defensive slugfest here. Punts on the way. Fair catch. Gets it from his own 14-yard line. So that's where Clemson's going to start off again within their own 20. So give that special teams a pat on the back so far in this one. But 3 minutes and 27 seconds left to go here in the first. And so, Laney, how are you? I actually thought about you earlier today, Laney, and I was like, I hope that you are home from the hospital. And I wanted to ask, how's everything going? So I'm glad to hear that you're home from the hospital there. That makes JB extremely happy there. Glad that you're home from the hospital there and hoping that everything is better for you moving forward. Absolutely. And so you're going for Clemson in this. You say Clemson's got this one. Okay. And again, I know you're a big Trevor Lawrence fan there. So the Trevor Lawrence and Clemson connection, I get it. JB's putting the puzzle together there. Okay. I am not gonna lie. When Trevor Lawrence was down there at Clemson, he hurt my Buckeyes. He hurt us quite a few times and stuff like that. Like I remember that college football matchup, and one of our defensive players got called for targeting and stuff like that against him. And after that guy like hit Trevor Lawrence there and he got that targeting call, Trevor Lawrence was like a completely different person. It's like he doubled down in terms of locking in, and he destroyed us the rest of that particular game. But glad to hear that you're better. That makes JB happy right there. Absolutely. Welcome back. But again, currently right now here at the commercial, last time out there, we saw UGA punt the ball. So now we're going to take another look at Clemson here, in which Clemson, they found a little bit of success, running the ball there. So obviously I expect them to continue to try to run the ball here. We'll see, what Klubnik can add, but so far he's currently 2 of 5 for 8 yards passing so far in this one. This is not an easy sled whatsoever, but this is a dog fight here. So what does that mean? You're going to come out here and you're going to try to win the battle of the field position and stuff like that, because you need all the edge you can get. And if your defense gets a chance to get a turnover, you got to cash in. That means every field goal attempt that you get an opportunity for, your kicker's got to convert. You don't need, this is not the game to have a kicker go out there and miss a kick and all like that. This is not the kind of game to have a receiver drop a ball that he should catch. You need everybody to be on it right now. And so we'll see how this goes. But right now, a very, very defensive matchup so far in this one. So let's see what Clemson has in store here. Again, still first quarter, 3:27 left to go here in the first. As for UGA, it seems like UGA is in this game right now is going to have to pass the ball because Clemson's doing a tremendous job at stopping at least the running backs from running the ball. Now, Beck did have a 13-yard carry, but that was obviously, meant to be a pass play. 3rd down, trying to make a play, got the first. So they have to be a little bit more creative here, a little bit more creative. All right, so let's see what Clemson does here. Their 3rd offensive possession of the game here. Again, they got the ball first to start things off. They're in a shotgun here. Wide receiver goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back, and they're going to fake it to the back. Klubnik, they're bringing pressure. Klubnik's going to throw one up there. Is it caught? Is it caught? Oh my goodness, what a catch. What a catch. So caught him deep. Oh wow. That time got the DB there. Excellent job there. 36 yards there on the play. All right, so I was about to say, are we gonna see? All right, so it's gonna be reviewed. It's actually gonna be reviewed. Let's see. And I see nothing that says otherwise. SM says, what a throw. Yes, what a throw. I see nothing that should change this call unless there's an angle that JB doesn't see. But to me, it looks like a catch. Wow. SM says, look good to you live. And so, yes, absolutely. I was a little surprised that they did get the challenge, but I get it. They're hoping to get lucky and find something on the replay. Yep, that's a first down. That is a first down. Wow. Wow. What a play. What a play. And again, secured it before hitting the ground with that one hand, maintain possession. That's a catch. So now Clemson trying to continue to capitalize off of that success there. Gives it to the back, and the back is going to lose 2 yards on the play. All right, here we go. Second down coming up. And that was the freshman there on the carry, Jay Haynes. So second and 11 with 2:20 to go here in the first. Fakes it, looking, throws it, gets the completion, picks up a couple yards before his progress is stopped. So now third down coming up. So we got a 3rd and 9 situation with a minute 50 to go here in the first. Phoenix, what's good? We got Phoenix here. Phoenix says happy Saturday, JB Nation and members. And so Phoenix, talk to me. How are we doing today? And yes, a happy Saturday indeed. 3rd and 9 right now. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Bulldogs send pressure. Klubnik throws it, gets the completion, and his receiver gets the first down before going out of bounds. So right now, Klubnik being clutch. But wait a minute, there's a flag. Hold everything. There is a flag right now. Nothing kills the momentum quicker than a penalty. All right, turnovers do, but aside from that, but man, all right, so they're getting hit with this illegal motion for the second time today. That is brutal. Yeah, so right now, Dabo Sweeney not happy. Not happy about that at all. Because they had the completion, they had the first down there, but the second time in this game so far here in the first quarter, they get called for illegal motion. And that's big because you just gave this UGA defense another chance to go out there and make a play. But right now, Klubnik, he's got to be feeling pretty confident after that pass he completed earlier right now. So 3rd and 14. Looking, quick pass, caught, going nowhere, got back to the line of scrimmage. That is it. So UGA defense comes up with the stop. They may have gave up the big play, but that's all they gave up. 4th down coming up. 55 seconds left to go here in the first, and we're still scoreless. We are still scoreless. Who will win this game? And it's defensive matchup. If you like defenses, you're in the right place here. All right, punch the ball. And it is going to go into the end zone here. They tried to pin them deep there, was unable to. They got into the end zone there. So let's see what UGA does here offensively. Again, just 15 seconds remaining here before the second quarter. But man, still 0-0 right now. Same as that Penn State and West Virginia game. That one is still 0-0 as well. So right now, defenses are starting us off here on Saturday. When will the offenses arrive? RC, RC, what's good? Meanwhile, Beck throws it to the back. The back gets the catch, makes a nice move there, and he's going to pick up about 9 yards there on the play. So you may need to see more of that utilizing Robinson in the pass game at the backfield. But right now, that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, it is Clemson 0, Bulldogs 0. Getting physical out there. But let's see. RC says, JB, man, I tell you, that fantasy draft yesterday did not get off to the start I wanted it to. But hey, I mean, you secured your quarterback. You took Lamar Jackson first. I remember that much and stuff like that. I got to look at the rest of your team and all like that, and didn't give you my evaluation for that one. But man, I felt like early on the picks were coming fast. They were coming very fast. And let's see, RC says, Laney, that's good. How is Laney doing? And so, yep, Laney's doing better. Laney's out of the hospital, so we're happy about that. Absolutely thrilled about that. And then he says, better. Thanks for asking. Let's see. RC says, JB, that was a mistake. I thought you meant to take Lamar in that first round. I thought you did. And so, I mean, I ended up taking Jalen Hurts and stuff like that with my pick because I was like, quarterbacks are moving fast. So let me go ahead and take my quarterback now. And so I was aiming for Dak Prescott, but I was like, let me go ahead and take Jalen Hurts. RC says he wanted Larry Fitzgerald. I believe he should still be available. He should still be available. But yeah, it was a fun time there having that fantasy draft there. It was a lot. I ended up drafting more running backs than I initially thought I was going to draft with my team. But again, currently right now at the end of the first quarter, and so we've got the second quarter to look forward to. Let's see how this one plays out. But right now, a very defensive game. But Clemson did have that big catch, and it helps when you get a big completion like that. It was 36 yards there to Arian Williams, and when you make a big play like that, I'm telling you, the defense has to pay attention to that. Let's see, RC says, I mean, I wanted to take Marvin Harrison Jr. first, but it took me to that first pick to figure out how to select the players. And so, gotcha. Okay, okay. SM says you was watching the end of Zoe stream. Which team was yours, JB? The Revengers. The Revengers. And so, yeah, I got to check that one out myself and just see how it looked, from his stream there. Because I was so focused on my team and I was moving around and stuff like that. A lot of things going on. But yeah, my team is the Revengers. Absolutely. The next stream that I do with old man and stuff like that, I'll pull out like the teams and let you guys go ahead and give, I guess, all of our fantasy drafts a grade based upon how we did with our team and stuff. So I think that'll be fun. RC says so quiet. You said so quiet. No, sorry, so I'm sorry, can't talk right now. So quiet naturally next time I went to select, I think he was gone. And so, oh yeah, I don't know who took him, but yeah, he was gone. SM says you saw when RC picked Lamar. SM, what were you thinking when you saw Lamar go off the board for RC? Let's see. RC says, JB, I got a good deal of the Chicago Bears players. And so you got a good amount of them? Okay, okay. I know I ended up, I think I, yeah, I ended up taking Odunez on my team, but I think that's the only one I got. All right, 2nd and 1. Shotgun formation. Give it to the back, and the back is going to get the first down. Picks up about 3 yards on the carry. And you think about the running production that they ended up losing from last year. So obviously here looking to get, a new rotation going. That time it was Nate Frazier there on the carry. Again, no Trevor Etienne, team discipline decision for him. Let's see, SM says, I like the pick, but I would have waited a few rounds. And so I would have as well. All right, here we go. Shotgun, 3 receivers, multiple tight ends on the play. Beck throws it, completed. So gets the quick completion there. That'll be a pickup of about 3 yards on the play, 3-4 yards. 2nd down coming up again here in the 2nd quarter of play, and we're still scoreless in this one. And let's see, Eric says, you a Bulldog guy, JB? And so I'm an Ohio State guy, but I have lived in Georgia and stuff like that. So I've definitely, got no beef whatsoever with the Bulldogs. RC says, someone told me DJ Moore goes off in fantasy, so you took him. And so 2nd and 5, fakes it to the back, throws it, gets the completion. That's going to be a first down and then some before he goes out of bounds. So right now, Bulldogs moving the chains here. Will they get the first points of the game? We'll find out. I liked DJ Moore last year before, the addition, obviously, of Keenan Allen and stuff like that, and Rome Odunez. It's just more mouths to feed and stuff like that this year. But, hey, he has his moments. He has his moments. 1st and 10, shotgun. We're now in Clemson territory at their own 48-yard line. Gets the snap back, quick pass, gets the catch. Look at those blockers in front of him. And he's going to pick up about 9 yards on the play. So right now, UGA getting into a rhythm and stuff like that. So it may not look a lot like it did last year where it was like multiple like running backs and stuff. I mean, they are switching up at running backs and stuff in terms of like right now getting the rushing yards. But if they keep it up, I feel like eventually it will start to improve. But the passing game, mixing it up like that, that is what it takes. Now, right now, let's see, was there a timeout called? Yeah, timeout called Clemson here in the 2nd quarter with about 12 minutes and 34 seconds to go. Let's see, SM says, I've noticed everybody wants to draft Marvin Harrison Jr. Do you not like that decision, SM? I mean, I get why everybody wants to take Marvin Harrison Jr. because you look at the Cardinals and stuff like that, and you say, well, they lost, they don't have Hollywood anymore. He's gone and stuff like that. Obviously, there's a lot of targets to go around. And then Kyler Murray starting the season off this year healthy, in which we know Kyler Murray, in terms of fantasy football, does pretty good in fantasy. And his number one receiver is going to look really good. So Marvin Harrison Jr. comes with a lot of upside, a lot of upside. Would have loved to have him on my team as well. Eric says, I think your Buckeyes will have a pretty good season, maybe a great season, same as your Mizzou guys. And so I'm hoping that you're right. It has to happen for Ryan Day's sake and for JB's sanity. Absolutely. Let's see. Eric says, RC Allen had a change. Hello, I know typo. And so let's see. RC says, SM Bucky Irvin. Let's see. RC says, JV, every rookie wasn't listed on fantasy football draft. Why? What rookie did you not see? What rookie were you looking for that you didn't see? It probably wasn't rated super high, but you probably had to just type in their name or search lower and stuff like that. Like, I can't imagine that they wouldn't have a rookie up there. All right, but yes, be sure to let JB know in the chat, who are you rooting for in this one? UGA or Clemson? Where do you stand? Because right now, we're here in the 2nd quarter. All right, it's 12 minutes, 34 seconds to go. UGA's got the football. Well, we're all tied up 0-0. Both defenses have been doing a pretty good job here, but we're starting to see a little pulse here with both of the offenses here and stuff like that. Right now for UGA, Carson Beck, he is 9 of 10 for 58 yards passing so far in this one, but I feel like he's starting to find a little bit of a groove himself right now. We'll see how this plays out. And let's see, Black Medicine, what's good with you? You say both schools have cost you national championships. So he said he's not going for anybody here. And so I certainly understand that. I certainly understand that. They both have cost my teams on the road as well. Let's see. RC says, JB, I might stream Nebraska or I might just watch without interruptions and stuff. Hey, go for the stream. See how it goes. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Go for it. Go for it. Black says, God help you having to stay up all day to stream these. And so this is the ultimate test. This is really going to tell JB if I'm really over the hump today in terms of like, because like before this season and stuff like that, it was tiring your boy out and stuff like that. But this year, it's like I found the fountain of youth and stuff like that. A lot more energy when it comes to, being able to sustain these. But 3 in a day, I'm going to see how that feels. I did 2 last Saturday. I felt pretty good. So we'll see how it is with 3 and stuff like that. So we'll see. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 1, returning from that timeout that Clemson had called. Shotgun formation here for UGA. Fakes it to the back, throws it, gets the first down, and he's going to take it to the Clemson 31-yard line. So that's another first down right now for UGA. So they are moving the chains here on this drive. That time, Clemson definitely thinking run. So I certainly like the play call on that one. Eric says, if the team from that town beats OSU, he said, I don't know if they will let. He won't. He won't, because your boy will go for him. I will be coming for his neck at that point. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation for the Bulldogs and the freshman set of downs to work with. They're going to hand it to the back in the back. Trying to get to the outside here. No real estate to go to there. 2nd down coming up. Great job there by Clemson to get the stop there on that play. And they've been doing a pretty good job of keeping the running backs from getting any type of success on the ground game. 11:35 left to go here in the 2nd quarter of play in this one. And of course, UGA, they're thinking touchdown. They've got 2 receivers top of the screen, 2 tight ends, bottom of formation, shotgun formation. Up, was there movement? Was there movement? There was movement indeed. That's going to back them up here. It's like I said earlier, what can kill a drive? Penalties will kill a drive. Especially in a game like this where it's, a lot of defensive stuff. I seen Clemson when they had the football, they had a couple costly penalties with those illegal formations. I'm sorry, illegal shifts and stuff like that. I know it's early, but these are mistakes you just cannot make. RC says, watching the Iowa-Illinois game. What's the score in that one, RC? 2nd and 16. 11 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter, and it's still scoreless in this one. But right now, UGA in Clemson territory here. Beck throws it over the middle, gets the completion, gets the first down. And oh man, he drugged that guy for an extra 3-4 yards before they finally brought him down. And it's Bell. Dylan Bell for 23 yards and a first down, taking it to the Clemson 14-yard line. So far, this current drive, 8 plays, 66 yards, 4 minutes and 29 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. Man, RC says Ellen Ravioli. Eric says, incidentally, JB, who's hosting that final regular season game this year for your Buckeyes? And so, you mean against Michigan? Pass incomplete there, incomplete. Receiver wants pass interference, but that's not happening. Yeah, Ohio State always ends the season against Michigan in terms of their season finale, if I'm understanding the question correctly. Oh, I'm sorry. Brain fart there. You said who's hosting it this time around. And so this time around, it is going to, I want to say it's in Michigan, but let me double check that. Let me double check that. I do want to say that it is in Michigan this year, but I'm going to double check that to confirm. Meanwhile, on 2nd and 10, quick pass, caught by the receiver, takes on the contact. He's about 3 yards shy of getting to that first down marker. So now you got a very interesting situation right now on 3rd down coming up. You've got a quarterback that you got a lot of experience in here on 3rd and 3. Do you put him on the move and maybe try to hit the back out the backfield or something to find one of your tight ends? Let's see what they end up calling. What do you dial in this situation? Let us see. Actually, I was wrong. That game is going to actually be, let me make sure this is accurate here. All right, 3rd and 4. All right, shotgun formation here at the 8-yard line of Clemson here. 4 yards needed for the first down, 8 for the touchdown. Carson Beck in the pocket, moving around. They got him by the legs and they sacked him. They sacked him. That's a big time sack right there by Clemson to stop them from getting into the end zone and force them to have to bring out the kicker here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the second. And that time, look at their rush there. They're doing stunts. They're moving guys around. Carson Beck, he looks very uncomfortable today, and Dabo Swinney, he likes it. RC says Iowa winning by a measly 3 points, 3-0. RC says, JB, I couldn't hack it yesterday. I was trying to stay up and watch all the late games. And so I did actually stay up and watch that TCU matchup up until your boy got tired. But yeah, I did watch the TCU Stanford matchup. Field goal is good. So UGA strikes first in terms of points there. Had to settle for a field goal, but Peyton Woodring hit a 30-yard field goal to give UGA the 3-0 lead. And every point matters. Every point matters. Absolutely. But yeah, actually, the final game of the season is going to be at Ohio State, Eric. So yeah, at Ohio State, November 30th this year. So all right, let's see. Eric says that could be really huge for the Buckeyes. Black says Vandy is pushing Virginia Tech around. What's going on with the West Virginia Penn State game also? I've got a little bit of stake in that one as well. And let's see. RC says, who went in between Penn State and West Virginia? And so very good questions here. Let JB go ahead and see what's going on here so far around this league. But right now, UGA just kicked the field goal, so they're up 3-0, second quarter, 8 minutes and 49 seconds to go here before we reach halftime here. A defensive struggle all the way. Let's see, Black says 6-0 Penn State. So Penn State on top in that one. But hey, I've seen a lot of people picking West Virginia for the upset there, so let's see how that plays out. Let us see how that plays out. Absolutely. And again, JB using his tablet here, trying to set up the tablet to easily navigate here and see some of the games that are currently taking place today. All right. So, of course, Tennessee on top of Chattanooga 7-0 right now. I'm curious how their quarterback does in that game. I will be checking his stats later on. Black says Vandy 17-0. Wow. Wow. That is wow. So Vandy starting things off the right way. Virginia Tech, a lot of question marks. Trying to see if there's any other surprises that I see so far. Again, we're still at the commercial, but when we come back, UGA will be kicking the ball off, and we'll see more of what Clemson has in store for us here in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 49 seconds left to go before we reach the half here. But now's a good time, if you haven't stated already, to let your boy know where you stand. Are you standing with the Bulldogs? Are you standing with Clemson? And again, this is the first of 3 streams that your boy's going to be doing today. So a busy slate today for JB for sure. But JB's loving it. Perfect way to get that week 1 on the way. And also, if you haven't already, be sure to press that like button if you haven't pressed that like button already. Let's see. Eric says a very late game tonight out here. You said Washington State versus Weber State. I'm sorry, Washington State at 8 o'clock p.m. Bet Mike, what's good, Mike? How are you? Who you got in this one, Mike? UGA or Clemson? Kickoff on the way. All right, no return. So now we're going to see more of what Clemson has in store on this drive here. Last time out there, they completed a deep pass for 36 yards, and I feel like Klubnik, you can feel that his confidence increased a little bit on that one. And let's see, Mike says Jared Patterson, UB rejoins Khalil Mack on the Chargers. And so nice, nice. Buffalo's connecting again. I didn't even realize that. I didn't know he's with the Chargers. All right, so Mike's rooting Clemson again. Mike is adamantly for the underdogs. All right, here we go from their own 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Receiver goes in motion. They're going to toss to the back in the back. Trying to get to that outside there. He's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. UGA swarmed to the football on that one. You see that the defender beat him to the outside, forced him back in because he knew he had guys coming as well. So he attacked that outside to make sure he didn't go all the way out there. Gotta love it. Eric says, who am I going for? Bark, 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 go dogs. And so I know who you're going for, Eric. I know who you're going for. You know what? I hope that they're not the only Bulldogs that have success today. I'm hoping that Fresno State can somehow go out there and have some success too. 2nd and 8. Shotgun. Fakes the toss, looking, throws it to the back. Oh, he's going to lose some yards. He's going to lose some yards on this one. Best believe that. That's a loss of at least about a good 4 yards there. I mean, he'd have been better off to just throw an incompletion. Now you're making it 3rd and long right now. UGA, they're flying to the football. I see the speed on the defense. Their closing speed is extremely fast and stuff like that out there. So, but let's see what happens here on 3rd down. Does Klubnik have another big play in him? But yeah, he lost actually 5 yards on that one. So we got a 3rd and 12 situation right now. So again, 2nd quarter, about 7:25 to go. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Are they going to burn a timeout here? Okay, so the play clock was wrong, or was it burn a timeout here? All right, Clemson calls a timeout. So that's going to be their 2nd timeout right now. Obviously, if you're Dabo Swinney here, you want to keep this game closer. You know, just keep chipping away, keep chipping away. Black says that Clemson is playing hella passive and stuff like that. And so, I mean, that's basically their brand. That's basically their brand of play, honestly. You know, Club Nick did hit that one deep ball, but that was that's not something you can expect on a regular basis right there. But right now, Club Nick is 6 of 9 for 42 yards passing so far here in the first half of this one, and he's going to be faced with a 3rd and 13 so far in this one. Again, that's Clemson quarterback. Clemson's running back, Maffa, he's got 5 carries for 17 yards in this one. Uh-oh, Black says touchdown Penn State. And so Penn State, okay, 13-0. Okay, okay. So Penn State, how did they score that touchdown? Do you know how they scored that touchdown? Let's see. RC says Vanderbilt is built. Vanderbilt. I like it. I like it. If I seen a bodybuilder down there at Vanderbilt, I probably would do that. It was a pass play. Okay, bet. Was it a short pass play or a deep one? Vandy's picking him up. Oh man, Vandy's doing it to him, and that makes me happy. That makes me happy. You know, if ever there's a team for JB to just root to have just success just because it's Vandy and stuff like that, why not? Why not? I see Purdue's up 21-0 over Indiana State. Pittsburgh's up 21-7 over Kent State. And Navy's beating Bucknell 13-7. Again, we're at the commercial because Clemson called a timeout right now, so we're not missing any action here. Clemson called the timeout because they're facing 3rd and 13 from their own 22-yard line here in the 2nd quarter with 7 minutes and 19 seconds to go. SC Black says Vandy finding success, even though Shepard transferred to Colorado just to do nothing. To do nothing. It be that way sometimes. Like sometimes you gotta look and say, hey, the situation that I'm in right now is actually a good situation, like it's built for my success, So and let's see, Eric says Aller to Allen to pass for 20 yards. And so okay, bet. Would have been better if that was rushing yards for JB's sake, but I'll take it. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 12. Gets the snap. Klubnik throws it, gets the catch. Will he be short of that first down marker? He is short of that first down marker by about a yard, but nice catch there. Again, he picked up 12 yards there to Antonio Williams. Klubnik currently right now 7 of 10 for 54 yards passing so far in this one. So on 4th and 1, they're going to roll the dice. They're going to roll the dice. And this is from their own 34-yard line. So they know how big this is. They know how big this is, but they also know they got to get some positive momentum here. UGA showing pressure here. And Clemson's going to burn their final timeout here. So they were trying to draw them off sides. Talk to him, Dabo. Talk to him. Let's see. Black says you're picking Florida against Miami. And so, okay. And matter of fact, that brings up a good thing for JB. Tell JB here in the chat, what other games are you looking forward to today? What are some other games that you're most excited to see moving forward, like later today? Obviously, that Florida and Miami one, that's going to be the next one that your boy's going to be streaming in that one. I do want to take a look at my picks and see who did I pick. I forgot that I picked Florida or Miami to win that one. But I do need to look at my picks at the end of the day. But that's going to be a good one. All right, punts on the way. Like says LSU versus USC tomorrow. Hey, that's going to be a nice one too. I'm looking forward to that one also. Eric says good call here by Clemson. And so, all right. So Eric gives his stamp of approval for that one. He's like, yeah, give it to us. He's like, give it to us. Again, Clemson has burned through all of their timeouts. So that could certainly come into play over the next 6 minutes and 21 seconds should they get the ball and try to run some type of 2-minute offense. All right, so here we go. Back up under center, 2 receivers, top of the screen, 2 tight ends, bottom of the formation, 1 back in the backfield, play fake, looking in the pocket, has time, throws it with touch, gets it to his guy, and he's going to take it all the way to almost the 35-yard line there. I think they mark him out at the 37-yard line, but that was Lawson Lucky with the play for 31 yards and a first down. 6:05 left to go here in the second. So already lined up, shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Throws it to the back, and the back. Oh, he's going to get brought down the backfield. He's going to lose at least 4 or 5 yards there. Oh, man, that was pretty bad for the kid there. Again, trying to up the tempo, but certainly not the results that you want when you drop that play. And so Clemson D-line, they're getting after it. They're getting after it. Let's see. Black says, I think I just saw Lincoln Riley's brother on Clemson's sideline. You said, remember? That's right. That's right. They did glance him on that thing. But I mean, they look so much alike. Maybe he's like a lost brother or something like that. Who knows? Maybe we're unraveling some type of crazy story or something. But here we go. 2nd and 15. Gets the snap from the Clemson 42. Throws it over the middle. Oh, incomplete. He had a receiver. But the ball a little behind. Incomplete. That's a pass he wants back. That's a pass he wants back. Let's see. Eric says Washington State and Washington games are a must watch for you. You say Alabama and Notre Dame games tonight also. Okay. Oh, yeah. And again, that Notre Dame game, we'll certainly be watching that one versus Texas A&M. But 3rd and 15, can they find a way to get to the first? 5:08 to go here before the half. Gonna throw it to the back, and the back goes down there. Again, they probably were thinking if they can try to find a way to get into field goal range. 4:52 to go here in a second. All right, so they're going to line up for another field goal. Let's see how far of a kick is this going to be. This is a 55-yard field goal attempt here from Peyton Woodring. He's a sophomore. 55 yards. Does he have the leg to do it? Kick is up, and the kick is good. It's good. Somehow he made it. Somehow he made it. I just knew the kid missed it, but at the last couple seconds, it went in. Wow. The kid's got a leg on him though. I look at how close it came to doinking. I don't think you have more than 2 inches to spare on that type of a field goal. That's insane. That's insane. Wow. Wow. Phoenix agrees. What a kick. Mike says he doesn't like Notre Dame. I don't blame you. Eric says he the new Connor Stallions. And so, oh man, what a kick. What a kick. And that was so close because another inch, it probably doinks and stuff like that. Another inch or two. So, wow. Big time kick. And he's just a sophomore. He's just a sophomore. So currently 2 for 2. And like I said earlier, this is the kind of game where you need your kickers to come through. I thought it was a bit of a risky kick there, but hey, they knew that this kid's something special. Mike said he's rooting Kent State too. Okay, bet. Not only am I rooting for Ohio State, obviously, I'm rooting for the Ohio Bobcats to go out there and stick it to Syracuse and show Kyle McCord, the traitor and stuff like that, that he ain't nothing. That he ain't nothing. All right, kickoff, no return here. So 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. Let's see what Clemson does this time around. Now that they're trailing 6-0. Let's see. Black says that is unpleasant news for you. Say for you as a kicker who is reliable, troubles you with UGA. Yes. I mean, he's just a sophomore. 55 yards. He could have made that from 60 in terms of like the kicking power. Got to remember, the kid's just a couple years removed from high school. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation right now for Clemson. From their own 25. Going to feed it to the back, and the back is going to fight forward and pick up about a good 7 yards on the carry. Let's see. Black says West Virginia is waking up. How are they moving the ball? And right now, Phil Moffitt's got 6 carries for 24 yards, averaging 4 yards a pop. 2nd and 3 coming up with about 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go here before we reach halftime. Right now, Club Nick throwing one deep. Oh, incomplete. And yeah, DB, if he was just a little bit more, he could have probably picked that off. Black says unceremoniously. And let's see. Eric says, dang, a 55-yarder. You say awesome, almost as good as Harrison Memphis last year versus Kansas State. 61-yard field goal at the gun. 61-yard. What are they feeding these kids? What are they feeding these kids? JB doesn't think I don't think I can make a 7-yard field goal attempt right now. All right, but 3rd and 3. Let's see if Clemson opts to run it again. I would have ran it. Throws one deep. Incomplete. but a penalty. Gonna gift them with a first down. Phoenix says KSU. Let's see. Mike says, I still like my revolving door idea. You say bottom 20 teams drop to the lower the D1 league and top bottom 20 Division One teams move up and dedicate a division. Oh man, I would hate it if I was an athlete because then I would always have to transfer and all that if I was on a D1 and stuff like that. And so there's a lot of things that would go into place for that. Teams would lose money. It would be crazy. It would be crazy. Eric says, Phoenix, you a Kansas State guy? And you say, who you playing tonight? Black says, oh, they picked it up. Oh, they picked it up. All right, so they picked it up. So no pass interference there. They picked it up. Dabo Sweeney's like, you can't pick it up. He said, you threw that flag out there. You can't pick it up. Dabo is very adamant. He's fighting for every single small battle out there because he knows at the end of the day, a big victory comes from a lot of small victories. But now his team's going to have to punt the ball. We'll see what UGA does this time out there. All right, punts on the way. No fair catch there, and he's going to get brought down at the 31-yard line. So with 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go here before the half. Let's see. Phoenix says, Kansas State University guy for sure. You said only casuals watch football. only casually watch football. Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, if you guys ever need any fishing tips, Phoenix is the guy to ask. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation from their own 31-yard line. Gives it to the back. Nice carry there. Picks up about 5 yards. I think that's the best carry he's had so far this game. And that's actually Frazier Jr. He's been getting a couple, I think, like a few good carries so far. Black says Iowa uncharacteristically putting up a ton of points. I see. 2nd and 6. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here before halftime. Shotgun formation. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back. Get it to the back. In the back. Look at him pick up the first down here. 7 yards on the play. So now they're starting to get the ground game going here. Phoenix says, only here to support JB. You say messing with my tackle right now, never ending. And so I appreciate the support. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Carson Beck launching one, but there's already a penalty. Incomplete, but there is a penalty. Let's see what it is. And that gets us to the 2-minute mark. Again, UGA up 6-0. Let's see. Eric says, I remember watching that entire kick sequence, and I was thinking there's no way he can make that kick. Then bang, he made it. All right, that was an offside there, so that's why he took a deep shot there. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that was a free play. And that's what you do. That's what you do. I saw Klubnik when he got a free play, he decided to run and he got popped and stuff like that. When you get a free play where the defense goes offside, it's like you have to take a deep shot and stuff like that because you just got to take that chance. It's a free play. All right, let's see how some of the other teams are doing right now. But yeah, that Vanderbilt one, 17-0. That's very interesting. Mike says JB drops back. He says JB drops back to pass. JB with time. JB looking rolls out. Dropped by Mike. The mad chatter is 4th down, and that was one thing you couldn't let happen. That puts the team in a very tough situation. But Boto, how have you been? Talk to me. What's going on? Appreciate the super chat. Oh man, Boto here. Good times. You know I'm doing something right when Boto comes through. And Boto says, "Hello, nice to see you again. Keep striving, keep doing the great work. You do never give up." I appreciate that, Boto. Your boy's going to be going live here, not just this game, but also the Florida Miami game and the Notre Dame Texas A&M game. So I'll be here basically all day. But man, it is great to see you. How's everything going? Like how's the family? How's everything going? Oh man, Boto coming through. That's how we know college football season is back, y'all. Absolutely. But yeah, Mike, I mean, you keep coming through like that, Mike, and JB's only an emergency quarterback now. So you knock JB out, that's the game. That's the game right there. But the way that the NFL is paying quarterbacks and stuff like that, shoot. Like I would think an emergency quarterback can qualify for 25 mil at this point. Let's see. Mike says, JB, we need sound effects for the supers. And so, Mike, I actually got rid of the soundboard and stuff like that because the soundboard kept messing up my audio and stuff like that. So I got irritated. So I finally got rid of it because it just kept messing up and stuff like that. Like I couldn't, like, I'd be listening to something and it just stopped. And so it wasn't worth the effort. So I did uninstall the soundboard earlier today and stuff like that. So it was very complicated, very complicated. So, but Boto's the real MVP. SM says W Boto. And so, yes, yes. Oh man, Boto coming through. That lets me know football season is in full force right now. Happy to see him. All right, and again, we're almost at halftime here. Got about 2 minutes to go, so we'll see UGA continue to execute this 2-minute offense. And again, Clemson's got no timeout, so it's not like Clemson can stop the clock or anything like that. And let's see, Boto says doing good. You said you kind of got in trouble at work telling the higher ups that they were not intelligent. Nobody took that one well. You say haven't been driving, temporarily suspended. Oh man, hate to hear that. And yeah, higher ups, the only thing they like to hear is yes, you're right. I'm wrong. I'll do it. It'll be done. But yeah, sometimes you gotta let them know. Sometimes you gotta let them know. Meanwhile, Beck. Oh, nice completion. Nice completion. Will he take it all the way? No, he won't. The safety took a questionable angle there, but ended up catching them. And let's see, Bota says, but you say you always try to support YouTube sports. So sorry you haven't been on in a while, been dealing with some BS. Plus the Dodgers I got you, up and kick your butt in bed watching Otani. And so I got you. But hey, I'm glad to have you come through here. Oh man, glad to have you here. Absolutely. And definitely hoping that things get better, man. They can't be putting you in timeout like that, man. Like someone's got to talk to them. That's what communication's all about. Because a lot of times, management, they only see things from behind the scene and stuff like that. They don't see what's actually going on live. So sometimes they need to know. Sometimes they need to know. All right, here we go. First and 20. Again, second quarter with a minute 48 to go. And again, that penalty right there, big time. But UGA right now, let's see, from their own 32-yard line, they got a minute 48 to go. You don't have to get it all back on this one, but you certainly need to get some yards here. Snaps it, get it to the back, and the back running hard. That's at least got to be a pickup of about a good 6 yards there. A minute 38 to go here in a second. And again, if I'm UGA here, I'd like to make sure that Clemson doesn't get no opportunities to score and then find a way to score yourself, even if it's just a field goal. And stuff like that. A two-score lead in a game like this, that's big. All right, but here we go. Shotgun formation right now for the Bulldogs. 4 receivers on the play. Shotgun formation. Beck making adjustments on the line. There's 7 seconds right now on the play clock and a minute and 5 to go here before halftime. UGA has all 3 timeouts. They snap the ball on 2nd and 14. Beck feeling a rush, moving around, running for his life, throws this one back across the field. They're incomplete, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. And Beck is having to move, man. He is having to move. And let's see. Bodo says, ignore that last voice to text. You said was trying to say is watching a lot of Dodgers and Ohani get to 50-50. I got you. Okay, okay. SM says, Virginia Tech losing to Vanderbilt. Yes. Is it still 17-0? Is it still 17-0? Oh, shoot. Just had somebody tell me in my fantasy league I took one of their players. All right, here we go. 56 seconds left before halftime. 3rd and 14 right now. They're going to opt to run the ball. Conservative call, but I understand it. Go ahead, run it. Take as much time off the clock. Leave Clemson nothing. You're okay going into the halftime 6-0. So I get that. Let's see. Mike says, sorry, JB. It's my only chance to have an announcer call a play with me in it. He said, maybe Old need to come in at running back. That'd be something. That'd be something. That'd be something. That'd be something. We will. Yeah, we would go out there. We probably would run the option. Think of Pat Wright and Steve Slayton and stuff like that. That's probably the style of play that we would end up playing out there, like Pat Wright and Steve Slayton back in the day at West Virginia. Speaking of West Virginia, I see that they're losing 13-3 right now. All right, so 11 seconds before we reach halftime. And again, this is JB's first of 3 games that your boy's going to be live streaming today. So it's going to be a lot of JB and stuff like that. A lot of JB today. All right, so here we go, 4th and 9. They're going to punt the ball. Punts on the way. And it goes into the end zone. Goes into the end zone, leaving a second left. So I expect Clemson just come out, go ahead, take a knee, take it to halftime, and then regroup. Let's see. SM says, JB, are you happy with your fantasy team? JB is happy with I am happy with my fantasy team and stuff like that. I feel like I legitimately have a shot. There's obviously if my team can stay healthy and stuff like that, that's going to be big. But the guys I drafted, they're for the long run and stuff like that. Normally, I think I do a tremendous job at drafting the playoff team in which we'll start off fast, but towards the end of the season, we run into a bump in the road and stuff like that. But I feel like this year's team is built for the end of the season and stuff like that when it matters the most. So I feel like I got a true contender this year, and I'm hoping to put it together. But yeah, I feel confident in my team. I do. And so we got to stay healthy. We got to stay healthy. But yeah, they took the knee there. So therefore, at the end of the second quarter at halftime, it is UGA up 6-0 over Clemson. A hard fought matchup between two teams here ranked in the top 15. Bring your own defense to the party. But what if I noticed UGA, they're starting to get a little bit better at running that ball and stuff like that. They got a little bit more momentum in that second quarter. I'm going to be looking in the third quarter to see if that carries over to the third quarter. I feel like that's going to be key as they're going to want to continue to move that ball and stuff like that. Continue to just, whether it's field goals, whatever, just put something on the board, take time off the clock. And as for Clemson, right now, K. Klubnik, he's 7 of 12, for 54 yards passing and stuff like that. Again, he had that one big play for 36 yards. If he wouldn't have got that, he'd be at 22 and stuff like that. If my math's correct, probably 18. But that was a big play for him. Moffa's got 6 carries for 24 yards so far in this one. SM says, "How is Carson Beck playing?" Well, Carson Beck right now, he got off to a bit of a slow start. A little bit like the first quarter, a bit of a slow start there. He's been under duress though. He's been under duress. But the second quarter, he started getting, a little bit more of a rhythm and stuff like that. So he's currently right now 15 of 19 for 126 yards passing so far in this one. And I think he's got like 9 yards rushing in this one as well. And so everything sports, what's good with you? And we have a raid here. And so appreciate that JG9 raid. Appreciate you guys coming through. Big Tiger, what's good with you? What's good with you? And Safari, what's good with you? You say a storm is here. The weird one, what's good with you? You say Clemson could win this game if the offense gets into a groove. And so absolutely, absolutely. Braden says we got a raid. You know what that means. And Dixon Way raid here. Okay, bet. Breeze 1500 Atlanta rise up. What's good with you? Shout out to you guys coming through and showing JB some love here on a Saturday. What's good with you? Magic Man, what's good? You said Dixon away raid. What's good with you? What's good with you? How are you guys doing? Appreciate you guys coming through. Nothing like having college football season back. Kevin, shout out to you. You say hi from a raid. What's good with you? Oh man, love to see it, guys. Love to see it. SM says W raid. Yes. And so Michael coming through here with the super chat. What's good with you? Got to put this one on the board here. It says greetings from JG9. You say Frank be with you, Ohio. Hey, appreciate that, my guy. Hoping the best for you guys. Definitely got to come through here and show some love and stuff like that to the JG9 and stuff like that. Appreciate that. Yes. And Dixon Way also. Speaking of Dixon Way, the Dixon Way himself coming through showing some love. What's good with you? Oh, man. This feels like when you go to a family reunion and you see all your family members coming through. Oh, man. JB is happy. Big Tiger says hello. And remember, Carson Beck is from Cheeks. And that's why it's Bratton. You say the band will play neck, buy Tiger, pay buy. And so let's see. Dr. Dixon says the Dixon Way raid. And so shout out to the Dixon Way raid as well. Oh man, Mike says shout out Haldell. And so yes. Oh man, what a halftime it is indeed, guys. And so yes, appreciate you guys coming through. And if you guys want to let JB know, your favorite team here, feel free to let your boy know as well. And so Michael says, holy crap, 2 raids. And so, yeah, I thought I was seeing things at first. I was like, wait a second here, 2 raids going on at once. Oh my goodness. That's I've never had that happen before. That is a first. Brandon says 2 raids. Let's go. And so, yes, Michael says my last name rhymes with Yodel. And so, yes, yeah. Okay, hold on. Gotcha. Yes. I'm sorry, Yodel. JB's tripping today. My apologies about that. And so, okay. And let's see. Mike says, I heard Dixon Way Rhino say he good. And so, of course. Yes. Braden says, everyone like and subscribe. Appreciate that. Go dogs. What's good with you? You say next half, let's go dogs. Sick 'em dogs. And so there it is. You heard it here first. Oh man, appreciate you guys coming through here. Absolutely. And JB's gonna get some water here. First of 3 streams today for JB. So busy agenda for me. And see, Michael says you made sure to subscribe, my dude. Grinding. You said Grubhub today. Yes, absolutely. Michael knows what he's talking about, y'all. He knows what he's talking about. Essence says good luck to your Falcons this season, Dixon Way. And so, man, I mean, the Atlanta Falcons. I'm looking forward to them. I'm looking forward. In one of my fantasy leagues, I did draft the Falcons defense and stuff like that in one of my fantasy leagues. So I'm excited to see it. I got them winning the division this year. I'm excited to see it. Absolutely. But man, what a great day. Is there anything better than having college football return on a Saturday? I mean, really, what would we be doing if it wasn't for college football? So I see Virginia Tech got 3 points on the board. So much to look forward to. The NFL is going to be starting soon as well. And of course, your boy's going to be streaming the opening game there between the Ravens and the Chiefs on that one. So definitely be sure to tune in for that one as well. But yeah, we're going to have you covered here. I know in the past, JB has generally done like one college game on a Saturday, but those days are done. JB's going to be doing multiple, streams on Saturday to get some college football. And I'll try to see if I can get some throughout the week as well. I do want to get some during the week also for some college football as well because we're gonna be all the way turned up this college football season. Best believe this. Go Dog says we got this. Let's see. Michael says I love these rates because it gives me the opportunity to discover new channels and make more connections and vice versa. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we're all football fans at the end of the day. We're all football fans, sport fans, and stuff like that. So being able to just grow our communities together and just come across each other and have great conversations, more cool people, it just makes us all better for it. All better for it. And so, as far as says, can someone explain to me why Virginia Tech is losing to Vanderbilt? And so, that game right there, and I'm gonna look at the stats real quick for you and all like that, because obviously I'm not able to watch the game. But let's take a look, a deeper dive into that Virginia Tech and Vanderbilt game and see what's taking place right now. So, I guess for me, what stands out right now is that Kyron Drones only has 67 yards passing, no touchdowns, and one interception. And so I expect a guy like him to have, upwards of maybe 240 passing in a matchup like this and all like that, but just 67 yards passing. But it doesn't stop there. As a team, Virginia Tech has 13 carries for 19 yards. So that's telling me that Vanderbilt defensively, they're getting after it. They are getting after it right now. And so their quarterback is 5 of 6, 80 yards for a touchdown. They're able to run the ball. They've got 85 yards rushing in the first half. They are getting after it right now. Vanderbilt is. So I'm shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect that there, but Vanderbilt, they are playing hard. Let's see. Joe says, "Don't nobody go where university you say don't nobody go nowhere." You said University of Miami next. And so, yep, after this stream, we will be streaming Florida versus Miami and stuff like that. I got that one set up, of course, on a different, stream there. So I'll have to go to that one. But absolutely. RC says, JB, you back on fire. Appreciate that, RC. I didn't know I was off. Let's see. Michael says, "Oh, absolutely." You say, "JG is one of the your dearest personal friends. I'm sorry, friends personally." You say, "Here comes across his place on his streams, and you can vouch for the fact that he is even cooler in person." And so, oh man, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Definitely got to check him out. RC says, JB Prime got me back into college football, but it's really an interesting time for me being excited for college football. Normally, my world evolves around hoops. And so, oh, I know, I got you. I got you. But yeah, Prime brings what I like about Prime is that how he utilizes, social media. Because ultimately, that's what today's game is about. A lot of coaches don't want to embrace social media. Now, does it come off sometimes, maybe as, like, okay, your team only won, 5 games and stuff like that. I get that. But you're promoting your guys. It's great advertisement for your players and stuff like that, particularly your star players and stuff like that. You get a lot of publicity and stuff like that. And obviously, you bring a lot of attention as well. So, absolutely. Absolutely. SM says ESPN should bring back Booger Mobile. Let's see. Survivor says Virginia Tech hasn't been the same since Mike Vick was there. And so that's going back there. That's going back. Eric says Vols up 24-0. And Survivor says you came from JG9 too. And so, yeah, let JB, matter of fact, right now on his phone, go ahead and find them right now and subscribe to his channel real quick. So give JB a minute. I want to go ahead and subscribe right now. So let's see. All right, so yeah, JB's about to go ahead and subscribe right now. Absolutely. JG9. All right, so you say Jaguar Gator 9. Okay, okay, bet. I see. Okay. Just subscribed. Just subscribe there. Okay. Appreciate that putting JB on game there. Michael says voice text kind of messed up, but you said what I wanted to say. I do like a lot of voice texting because of the fact that you're on Grubhub. And so, okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. And let's see, Safari says he's trying to amass as many subscribers to fill every NFL venue. And so, oh man, that's legendary status. Legendary status right there. Absolutely. So I'll be diving more into a lot of his content because there's clearly a lot of things that I can certainly learn myself and just see how that goes. So I'll certainly be doing that myself, checking out that. So appreciate you guys coming through and showing JB some love here. Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, JB's going to be at this all day today. All day today. All right, so we took a deep dive into the Vanderbilt Virginia Tech game and seeing, what's going on. Virginia Tech not able to run the ball at all because Drones is the leading rusher at 7 yards. That tells me, oh man, that tells me a lot. Matter of fact, JB got to make sure he makes his halftime plays on Underdog as well. Let's see, Michael says, oh, he goes into many great deep dives regarding his content, weird, wacky history. Okay, you say you was already a fan of his, but then he did a video on a friend of yours who played for the Jets and Browns in the 80s. And that's when you really started to try to support his channel even more. Who is that friend, if you don't mind sharing with us, that played for the Jets and the Browns? Braden says Iowa offense hasn't changed. Maybe they're just getting warmed up, Braden. Maybe they're just getting warmed up. Let's see. RC says, yeah, with Colorado, you get a million different ways to enjoy Colorado football pregame, postgame, and workouts on the sidelines leading up to the game. And let's see, Safari says, although seldom used now, he has a baseball and college football channel as well. Okay. Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones. So let me look up Bobby Jones. JB will admit, I got to look this one up. He was a receiver from back then. His background, though, he was actually a quarterback in high school. Okay, and both from Brookfield, Ohio. Okay, okay. Does that mean that you root for the Ohio State Buckeyes also? Let's see. Safari says he also streamed 14 of the 17 days of the Olympics. Braden said, let's see. RC says, Braden, this is why I don't want to deal with the football team like that. But oh man, that's dedication. 14 of the 17 days of the Olympics. JB did zero. I did zero. So JB's got to step up. JB has got to step up. All right, what was I about to look into? I was about to look into something. Let's see. All right, so Jones, Jets, stats. All right, let's see. All right, so let's see. Braden says, can't blame you, RC. And again, we are at halftime right now, but JB is going to go ahead and make sure that I get these picks in. All right, that's lower. I'm taking the lower on that one. Again, JB's getting his underdog picks in real quick here. So let's see. Yeah, I feel like he doesn't have to do that much in the second half, so why not? Let's see, Skinner. Let's see. You said that you are an Ohio State fan. Okay, nice, nice, but actually a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, not a Brown. How does that happen? How does that happen? How does that happen there? I love the Ohio State one, but I'm just curious into why Steelers, not a Browns or a Bengals fan. And so how did that happen? I can understand that because your boy was born in Miami, Florida, and stuff like that. But I ended up a Patriot fan because I did not necessarily like everybody was a Dolphin fan and stuff like that. So the time that I became a Patriot fan was the game actually in which Tom Brady did not make the playoffs that year, his first full year as a starter and all like that. But Adam Vinatieri made the game-winning field goal in the snow against Miami and all of that, basically ending their chances at a playoff. So that's what made me become a Patriot fan. But tell me your story as JB makes sure that I get this one correct here. Let's see. Uh, no, we're not going to do that. All right. So again, JB just doing a couple quick picks here. All right. Felton. All right, we'll move that. So okay, so this is what we'll go with for now. All right. JB hopes I'm right. All right, let's see. So all right, let's see. I want to make sure I don't miss any comments here. All right, let's see. All right, so RC says, JB, did you ever subscribe to the cool channels? They're good people. I'm there often. You say Coach Ed, expanding wonderful world of sports and the man curious. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Ooh, did JB make a mistake here? No, I did not. All right, we'll see how that plays out. All right, so let's see, where else am I? So Safari says he is a Fulham fan, and you actually found him through his tweets about football okay, about soccer. Gotcha. Okay, okay. It's all funny how the connections make and stuff like that in terms of like how you come across people in the most inconvenience of way. Because I've had some people tell me that they came across my channel through like an ad or something like that that they saw on like Instagram or something like that. So it's very interesting how it all works out, but that just makes it that much more better. Let's see, Michael says the town you grew up in is actually on the state line of Ohio and Pennsylvania. And there is actually a very good mix of both Steelers and Browns fans here. You're halfway between both cities. Okay. Safari says he is pretty much the reason you watch American football. SM says JB the Tuck rule was a fumble. SM. At that time and stuff like that, it was not a fumble by the rule of how they stated the rule and all like that. That's kind of like that one time where the NFL had this funny rule about what was a catch and what wasn't a catch. I think it was around 2015, if I'm not mistaken, where the NFL had this stupid rule about what was and what wasn't considered a catch, to where nobody knew anymore what was considered a catch. So they had to finally get rid of that rule and stuff like that. But based upon the rule, there it is. RC says, I feel like I found you through Rhino or UST. And so it definitely, I feel like it certainly could have been. It certainly could have been. Like, absolutely. Absolutely. You just never know. As the RC says, uneducated sports talk, possibly, Rhino. And so let's see, I've known UST for about, I feel like at least 2 years of me streaming at least. So maybe 2 years I've known him. Let's see. Braden says Penn State's up 20-6 at halftime. As far as myself and a few other friends on his channel grew up knowing nothing about American football, as we all came from families who never watched. Certainly understand that. He said, while I am a United States citizen, I spent most of my childhood in Greece and the United Kingdom. Oh man, so very well versed in traveling and stuff like that. I may have to go to you for advice on where do you go to actually like book your flights and stuff like that to save as much money as possible and all like that. Because your boy be going back and forth, to the Philippines and stuff like that. My wife is currently in the Philippines and stuff. So that's about the extent that your boy does traveling. So I may have to connect with you when it comes to that. Absolutely. And again, we're currently here at the half. Carson Beck, 15 of 19 for 126 yards passing. For UGA, their leading rusher is actually Frazier. He's got 4 carries for 20 yards so far in this one. He's been the more effective one, although Robinson is starting to come into his own zone as well in this one. Again, no Trevor Etienne, team disciplinary decision, the right call there. And Lucky is the leading receiver for the Bulldogs in this one with 2 catches for 37 yards. Now you look at Clemson. Klubnik, 7 of 12 for 54 yards passing. Moffat's got 6 carries for 24 yards in this one. A little bit surprised they haven't tried to utilize him a little bit more in that backfield there. He's had a couple decent runs there. Probably in the second half, they'll probably look to it. But in the second half, UGA will get the football first and stuff like that. All right, let's see. RC says, JB, how do you find your streamers, or do you not watch other streams? And so I do watch a couple other streams and stuff like that when I do have time and stuff like that, like whenever I'm just casually on YouTube and stuff like that. Because in addition to live streaming, I'm also working to create my own trading card game. Got to work out in the gym. My wife and I are on opposite time zones, so many a times, I gotta, virtually talk with her like late night and stuff like that. So JB has many projects he's got going on and stuff like that. So I very rarely just get time to, to casually just surf and stuff like that. But from time to time, I'll find the time to be able to go through and actually, you know, check out some other YouTubers and stuff like that, some other streamers. I used to listen to a good amount of like a few people on Twitch and stuff like that. A lot of like gaming stuff. All right, but here we go. So now, second half on the way, guys. Let's get it. From their own 25-yard line, receiver goes in motion. They give it to him when he end the round. And he's going to pick up about 8 yards on the play. 7 yards, they call it. So that's Arian Smith there on the carry for 7 yards. Second down coming up. Let's see. Safari says you always fly British Airlines when going to and from there. Okay, I like flying the Korean Airlines and stuff like that. They tend to have really good flights and a lot of leg room. A lot of leg room also. Let's see. Michael says, "Hey, I'm heading back to JG, but best of luck, and I'll be sure to come back." I appreciate that. Absolutely. And yeah, your boy JB went ahead and followed, so I'll be checking him out. All right, play fake, throws it, gets it to his receiver, and his receiver running, running, running. That's a first down. And that time, excellent job there. They got guys open, 32 yards there to play. Carson Beck is starting to heat up, 16 of 20 for 158 yards. And the fact that the ground game is being more effective means that he's actually going to be able to benefit from that play fake and stuff like that, which we know he can be very effective on. Shotgun formation. Receiver goes in motion. Currently at the 36-yard line of Clemson. Gets the snap. Has time. Takes a deep shot in the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. No flags. Clean coverage there by Clemson. What a play to make the play to prevent the play. Safari says, even more coincidental, you said that your husband is from Hedston, Hounslow, United Kingdom. And so, okay, okay. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Awesome. Oh man, JB wish that I was as well traveled and stuff like that as you guys and stuff. But that's just awesome. And he said, yes, the same place Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin is from. Okay. Zeppelin, okay. And so Laney says Tennessee 38-0. So Tennessee's putting in work. How's Tennessee quarterback looking? Another end around play here for UGA, creating some misdirections, and it's got the defense in shambles right now as they take it all the way to the 5-yard line and get a major first down there on the end around. And that time, Bell ringing the bell. And now, will they get the first touchdown of this game here? First and goal. I bet our under bettors have been happy with the first half, but will that remain the same case for the second? All right, we got a first and goal situation here. All right, so they mark him at the 9, actually. But man, that's a big time run. Multiple tight ends on the play, shotgun formation, 2 receivers. Receiver goes in motion, 5 seconds on the play clock, snaps the ball, gives it to the back, and the back off the right guard, fighting forward there, picks up a couple yards on the play before Clemson stops him. So right now, if you're Clemson, you understand the importance of keeping them out of the end zone right now. You understand how important that is. Let's see, Laney says he looks good against this team. Is he more of a runner or more of a passer, or is it like a mix of both? Like, is he doing a lot of running or standing in the pocket? Because how he moves the ball is very important. If he's the kind of person that's, using his legs and stuff like that, or if it's purely through his arm, or a balance. All right, 12 minutes to go here in the third. Beck throws one up there, a beautiful pass. And that's going to be a touchdown, UGA. So Beck throws the touchdown here. And that was to Kobe Young for 7 yards. And Georgia finds their way into the end zone. That is how they start off the second half. So Clemson kept them out the entire first half. Look at the ball placement on that throw. The ball placement was great. And let's see, Safari says Korean Airlines is nice. And you say Singapore Airlines is amazing. And so, okay, noted. Noted. I'll be sure to note that. But Bulldogs, 6 plays, 75 yards, and caps it off in the end zone for a touchdown. They're going to go for two right now because a 2-point play will make it a 2-touchdown game, and that would be huge for this team. Can they get the 2-point play here? Beck looking up. They're going to stop the play. They're going to stop the play. It's a penalty right now. It is a penalty. All right, so false start there against the Bulldogs. It's going to back them up 5 yards right there. So I imagine that now you go ahead, bring out the extra point unit. Yes, take that extra point. And man, what a kicker UGA has. If there's one good thing about having, the game being a defensive game, you got to find out that you got yourself a really good kicker if you didn't already know that. He hit a 55-yarder earlier that cut it close, but he got it. I mean, he had the distance, but in terms of like almost doinking it, but it went in. All right, so now the PAT attempt to try to make it a 13-0 game. Here in the third quarter with 12:01. Hold is good, kick is up, kick is good. This kid's got a leg on him. 13-0 is the score right now. UGA up. Let's see how Clemson responds. Go Dogs is fired up right now. He says, touchdown, Dogs. Yeah, he says, take him off the leash. Take him off the leash. Absolutely. Absolutely. And let's see. Safari says, Emirates Airline, and okay, you are good also. And if you're flying to Paris, like a few of your friends did for the Olympics and the Paralympics, fly Air France and stuff. Awesome, great information there. And you say quite surprised the score isn't higher, and so I mean the game is going a bit how I expected that it would go because you look at the guys that UGA lost last year. They lost Brock Bowers, they lost McConkley, they lost two running backs. Plus, arguably their best running back coming into this season, they suspended him for this game. And so Clemson, they specialize, with their defense and stuff like that. So they've got size in that defensive line, and so they've been able to slow down the run game at least early on. But I did feel like in the third quarter is when UGA would start to, really get it going a little bit more offensively as the game continues to go on and stuff like that. So, yeah, 13-0 and stuff like that. That sounds about right. I expected a defensive slugfest between these two teams. Braden says touchdown Iowa finally. Who scored the touchdown, Braden? Was it a running play? How many passing yards you guys got? Let's see. Oh man, Drew Alar has 3 passing touchdowns in that one, 8 of 13, 199. None of the running backs have really been a big factor in that matchup. Interesting. And they're at halftime. Very interesting. We'll see if that continues to be the case. I mean, because yeah, Allen 4 carries, 8 yards. We'll see if that continues to be the case or not. Okay, it was a passing touchdown by Cade. Okay. Cade with the fade coming through. And again, just another reminder that this is only the first of 3 streams your boy's going to be doing today because immediately right after this game, we're going to have to jump to the other stream for Florida versus Miami and stuff like that. And then after that, it'll be the Notre Dame versus Texas A&M matchup. He's got 127 yards passing. Okay. Safari says once the ACC grants of rights expires, you say I wouldn't be surprised if this game becomes an all SEC matchup. And so you bring up a good point. You bring up a good point. All right. So, yeah, I'm a little disappointed there that Penn State has not been able to really run the ball with Allen because I took his over. Now it looks very foolish to have taken his over in that one. But across the board, JB feeling pretty good here if things continue along the path that it's going right now. Yeah, I need Katron Allen to step it up right now for Penn State. Somebody call him, tell him step it up in the second half. All right. Let's see. You say that expires in 2028 and at the earliest or 2035 at the latest. All right, let's see. Okay, okay. Braden says Drew Alar has been inconsistent today. All right, here we go. First and 10 right now for Clemson from their own 25-yard line. So run play. He's going to pick up about 4 yards there on the carry. 11:55 left to go here in the third quarter of play. Up there is an injured player right now for Clemson. Looks like a lineman. I don't see his number, but a lineman is currently down right now for Clemson, so hopefully he'll be okay. Let's see. As far as says it's why Florida State, North Carolina State, and Miami can't leave yet. Absolutely. I know that Florida State has been aggressively trying to seek a way to leave the conference. And it would be a disservice to separate both them and the Hurricanes from being in the same division. All right, so that one's dead. Okay, absolutely. But yes, we're currently right now at the commercial here. Third quarter, 11 minutes and 51 seconds left to go here in the third. Joe says, be careful you talk about the name, the Hurricanes. All right, against the commercial here, but so far in this one, now we've seen UGA start to look a lot more like UGA offensively. It feels like they have figured it out now. It is going to come down now to Clemson. Can Clemson find a way to get it going offensively? Let's see, you said they're going to be a package deal alongside Duke, North Carolina State, North Carolina, Virginia, and Virginia Tech. Got to keep them all together. Got to keep them all together. But man, that's just the way that college football has just been transforming, honestly. Yeah, I need Penn State to run the ball in this second half and use Katron Allen. All right, so getting ready to return back to the action here. We're going to see how JB's voice lasts the rest of the way. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation from their own 29-yard line. snaps it, fakes it to the back, throws it, gets it caught by the receiver, and he's going to pick up about a yard, yard and a half on a play. So that is going to create a third down situation, a 3rd and 5 situation. Again, so far in this one, Klubnik, he has 55 yards passing so far in this one. He needs 5 to get the first here. Again, third quarter, 11 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Clemson down 13-0. They're currently 1 of 6 in the game in terms of third down conversions. Can they get one here? Feeling the pressure, moving around, throws this one up there. Oh, what a catch. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? He snagged it. That's literally what you call snagging a ball right there. Incredible catch. I can't believe he caught that. I don't think he can believe he caught that. Because that time, feeling the pressure. Klubnik, Size got a defender to excellent coverage. But that guy snagged it with one hand, did not allow the DB to make a play on the ball. Wow. Wow. What a play. So you get a fresh new set of downs to work with there. Wow, 19 yards. All right, 10:48 left to go here in the third. They're going to run the ball. Fighting forward, picks up about a good 3 yards there before they stop that play. Let's see. You say Duke hasn't been as aggressive in leaving, but once North Carolina goes, they'll follow. Absolutely. All right, so you got 2nd and 6 coming up. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation. They're at the 32-yard line of UGA. K throws it, gets the completion. Oh, what a move there. Got the first there. A few extra yards there after the catch there. 9 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in the third. So Klubnik out here throwing passes. That time it was Antonio Williams for the 10-yard reception. Tried to run the ball there. Picked up a few yards. 3 yards there. So Phil Maffa, he's got 9 carries for 35 yards so far in this one today. And let's see, SM says Clemson got that stickum. They got that stickum glue, all right. 2nd and 7, 9:20 left to go here in the third. Fakes the toss, looking, throws it, caught by the tight end there, takes on the contact. He's going to be about a yard shy of that first down marker. 5 yards there on the play. Current drive, 7 plays, 61 yards, 3 minutes and 13 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. And we're going to have, again, this is 3rd and 2 coming up. So yeah, timeout called. Timeout called. Or at least a stoppage. They say a review. What are we reviewing? They say a review. Not quite sure what they're reviewing here, but they say there's a review, so okay. Again, we are here in the third quarter of action right now with 9:05 left to go with the Bulldogs on top 13-0, but Clemson putting together their most impressive drive so far right now. But now they're facing the 3rd and 2, and one has to assume if they don't get it on 3rd and 2 that they will perhaps go for it on 4th down. I would think so. It would make a lot of sense there. They want a touchdown. They need a touchdown. I don't feel like a field goal moves the needle right now. They need to come away with a touchdown if you're Clemson. I see Tennessee's up 45-0 right now over Chattanooga. Even Iowa's up 12-0 over Illinois State. I see that Oklahoma State matchup has just started against San Diego State, or is it South Dakota State? Let's see. SM says field goals aren't going to win the game. They need 7. Absolutely. If they're playing to win, in which you play to win the game and stuff like that, if they're playing to win, they got to get a touchdown. Like they've come too far not to. They've come too far not to. And you just think about that spectacular catch that they had on that last third down. I mean, like my man just stuck a hand up there, snagged it out the air, and that really kept this drive alive. That was a big time play. That was when you need a play, you need someone to make a play, defense sending pressure. You ain't got all day. So you just throw it up there and trust that your guy's going to make the play to go up there and get it. And that's exactly what happened. Let's see. Mike says, I just play to keep it close. Well, you know what they say, close only counts in horseshoes. All right. So here we go. 3rd and 2. They're going to run the ball. I would too with a back like that. And look at that forward progress there, just fighting forward there. Picked up 7 yards on the carry. He's averaging 4.2 yards a carry, 10 carries for 42 yards for Phil Maffa. Now we got a 1st and goal situation here. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Mike says, can we do a look around at scores? And so, absolutely. Absolutely. So, just give me 1 second here. They're going to toss it to the back, and the back is going to go nowhere. Picks up a yard in the play. But yeah, let's take a look at that. And we'll look at the scores after this possession here. But 2nd and goal with 7:40 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And again, Clemson up. I'm sorry, Clemson losing 13-0 to UGA. But Clemson right now in the red zone. Klubnik, shotgun formation here. 2 receivers bottom of the screen here, multiple tight ends, one back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion, fakes it. Klubnik's going to keep it himself. Oh, Klubnik. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. Why would you design your quarterback to run into that mess? Now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. I mean, 71, you're running by the guys you're supposed to block. Mike says, thanks for great coverage. And of course, JB does his best. But with 6:54 to go here in the 3rd quarter, lining up in the shotgun. UGA showing pressure. Ooh, he just threw this one up there. Incomplete. I guess Williams couldn't locate the ball. Maybe. I don't know. But there is a flag. Yeah, but right now, let's see. Looking at the Oh, and there's a UGA player that's down right now. So hopefully this won't be too bad. Braden says touchdown Iowa. But yeah, so right now, Penn State, West Virginia, Penn State's leading 20-6 in that one. The game has been delayed, it looks like. So I guess maybe there's a weather delay or something, but that game's been delayed. Iowa's up against Illinois State 19-0. They're in the third quarter. Vanderbilt's up on Virginia Tech in the third quarter, 20-10 right now in this one. Maryland's putting the work on UConn 30-0. They're in the third quarter. Let's see. Purdue's up 35-0 against Indiana State. Ooh, Pittsburgh and Kent State, they're in a close one. Pittsburgh's up 28-21, but Kent State's sticking with them in the third quarter. Plenty of time to go left in that one. All right, so we got a 26-yard field goal attempt coming up here from Nolan Hauser, a freshman. Kick is on the way. Kick is good. So Clemson's freshman kicker converts 3 points. And our score in this one, Georgia 13, Clemson 3. Third quarter, 6 minutes and 34 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. So once we come back, we'll see more of UGA with the football. Braden says, yeah, there's lightning. Okay. Well, definitely safety first. Again, 13-3 is our score right now with UGA leading. Clemson just got 3 points, so they got on the board right now. Best shot they've had all game so far in this one, and definitely going to give them a lot of confidence moving forward. All right, kickoff on the way. All right, no return. All right, so let's see how this one plays out here. Man, Tennessee up 45-0 against Chattanooga here. Almost halftime over there. Let's see. Mike says, I tell you, it's unique to have a game this big be so close. You say, oh, the running back re-enters the game. He looks very cocky after the huge game he has had, but it all comes down to this key fourth down. Meanwhile, oh man, look at the back here going to work. Takes it all the way to the 50-yard line. And again, he caught that pass there for 24 yards out the backfield. Carson Beck, currently 18 of 23 for 189 yards and a touchdown so far in this one. Oh man, putting in the work. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. So now, early on in the game, you saw UGA moving fast, snapping the ball, but now they're out there. You see they're taking a little bit longer to line up here. Fakes the toss. Beck throws it over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Wants the flag, but doesn't get it. 2nd and 10 coming up here in the third quarter. 5:41 left to go here in the third. Let's see. Mike says there's been a sub by the defense. Mike, the Mad Chatter linebacker, will enter the game, and he looks angry. They say often this is it, but this is it. If O gets the hard yard, they win. Oh man, you see Bell go into the locker room for UGA. Hope he'll be okay. 8 seconds right now on the play clock. Beck looking. Beck has time. Beck throws it to the back. Oh, it's incomplete. And so UGA dives on the ball in case it is a fumble. So 5:32 to go here in the third quarter. Again, UGA up 13-3, and they're facing a 3rd and 10 situation. Can they get the first down? Mike says they say often this is it, but this is it. If Hogue gets the yard, they win. All right, can they get some third down magic? Today they are 1 of 6 on third downs. Last season they were 55.2% on the year. 3rd and 10. Trips top of the formation, gets the snap. Clemson sends 4. Back throws it, gets the completion, and his guy is racking up the yak here. Takes it to about that 28-yard line. That's a first down and a fresh new set of downs. So big third down conversion there for UGA and the fans. They like that. They like that. Looking. He's going to run. Still running. Picks up about 11 yards on the play and a first down. Big time run there by Carson Beck. All right, so 4:32 to go. Back up under center, multiple tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back in the backfield, ball at the 18-yard line of Clemson. Receiver goes in motion, feeds it to the back in the back, slips away from one guy, brought down by the second. But he knows if he could have got away from that tackle, that would have been big. But that was Frazier. Frazier, he's got the perfect name. He runs hard. He runs hard. Nate Frazier today, 6 carries, 26 yards. All right, so a 2nd and 6 situation coming up. 3:50 to go here in the third. Again in the shotgun. This would be a huge touchdown if UGA can get this. Quick pass. Caught by the receiver. Receiver makes the first guy miss. He juked him so bad the guy still hasn't turned around yet. Takes it all the way to the 1-yard line. They're going to run the ball. He's going to get a touchdown easily. Easily. Touchdown Bulldogs. Tell me if you heard that before. Nate Frazier with the carry for a yard. 8 plays, 75 yards, 3 minutes and 19 seconds off the clock. And Mike says the boos are raining in right now. He is booing. Extra point is good. All right, 20-3. And Clemson fans right now, they're like they wish they could beat traffic right now. They look down, but hey, I mean, there's still time here. But they're gonna do this now. They're gonna have to do this now. Yeah, Mike is not happy about that one. And this is UGA brand of football, and this is exactly around the time of the game where that offensive line kicks into another gear. Let's see. Mike says Maryland crushed in UConn 30-0. And so, yep, good old UConn. They might want to stick to basketball. Kickoff on the way. No return here. So they'll take over from their own 25-yard line. So now, last time out there, Clemson came away with 3 points. So we'll see what they do coming up. Ooh, yeah, you look at that. Took his knee. Let's see, Mike says, you like Clemson quarterback at all? My answer is no. My answer is no. I'll elaborate in a second. But they're going to run the ball, and he is still on his feet. Picks up about 9 yards there on the play. Phil Maffa, the big guy, 12 carries, 52 yards. But for me, I mean, Clemson quarterback, if he was elite, this team would be in a conversation when we're talking college football playoffs and making a deep run for, like a Final Four appearance or something like that. But I mean, we'll see if he improves this year. Meanwhile, Maffa's brought down, doesn't get the yard. I'm actually shocked because Maffa's just that dude that gets that yardage there. But there's some limitations to his game. There's some real limitations to Clemson quarterback's game in terms of just what you need from a championship caliber team and stuff like that, if that's the aspirations. So I would say no, certainly not someone that you would draft in the NFL draft or anything like that. Let's see. Go Dog says we got this. And so, hey, it's looking more and more like it. 3rd and 1 coming up. Wouldn't be surprised if Clemson tries to run again. This time, Klubnik gets it, and Klubnik goes nowhere. Klubnik realizes quickly he is not going to run on this defense. It's not happening. Mike says, more quarter billion for us then. Oh, man. Excellent job there by the UGA defense. 2 plays in a row, shutting it down, saying, we're not going to let you go out there and have your way running the ball. And now Clemson forced to punt that rock away. You're down 20-3. It's late 3rd quarter. The offense has failed to yield a touchdown. And now UGA is going to take over from their own 31-yard line, in which they successfully put together a touchdown drive last time out there. This is how the Bulldogs brand is and stuff like that. So I said it earlier in the game. I said, it's typically around that 3rd quarter, middle 3rd quarter and stuff like that, where UGA tends to really put their foot on the game and stuff like that. So first half, defense did good for Clemson, but now when you're down 20-3 and stuff like that, you got to show heart if you're the defense. SM says Carson Beck looks like that dude from Scream. How you gonna do that to Carson Beck like that? All right, from their own 30-yard line, shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 107 to go here in the 3rd. UGA up 20-3. Beck drops back, steps up, throws it short, incomplete. A minute left to go here in the 3rd. Try to get it to his back, incomplete. Tried to throw it to Frazier. Frazier's had a couple good carries in this one. He's got 7 carries for 27 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, a minute to go here in the 3rd. Trips bottom of the screen here. Shotgun formation. Gives it to the back, and the back is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That is it. No yardage there on the play. Clemson defense shuts it down. And now, 3rd down coming up. Can Clemson get a 3 and out here? Or can Beck find a way to get a 1st down and keep this drive going? Clemson is showing pressure right now, so Beck has to be sure to make sure his linemen are lined up and know what to expect here. And Clemson just trying to move guys around here, confuse them a bit as to where that pressure's coming. Snaps the ball, throws it, incomplete. Incomplete. So the offense stutters, and they're going to have to punt the ball with 12 seconds left to go here in the third quarter of play. All right, let's see. Mike says, we'll say goodbye to TV. You say Maryland game it goes off, JB. And so, they did Maryland game like that. That's messed up. That's messed up. SM says Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo movies. Sounds like my man got a serious acting career ahead of him. All right, punts on the way. Fair catch. Caught from his own 15-yard line. So with 2 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, UGA up 20-3. So basically, 1 quarter basically left for Clemson to try to come back from down 17 points against UGA. All right, meanwhile for Clemson, starting off on their own 15-yard line. All right, shotgun formation. Quick pass, caught by the receiver, brought down after stumbling forward for about 4 yards there on the play. That was Brown with the catch. And that's going to take us to the end of the quarter. So at the end of the quarter right now, Clemson's feeling the heat and they realize they're going to have to move this ball. So it's already been a tough slaying so far passing wise. Club Nick's got 92 yards passing through 3 quarters. He's currently 12 of 18 for 92 yards passing, and they're going to need a monster quarter from him in the fourth quarter if they're going to be able to come back and deliver in this one. SM says Clemson's running out of time. That's right, 1 quarter left. And their offense right now is not designed to go out there and drop 17 points in the quarters against a defense of this caliber. They're just not designed. I'm not even sure if you put a mid defense out there, if that's really their game to drop 17 in a quarter. So, but we'll see what happens here. We will see what happens. The last thing that Clemson wants is to go 3 and out and give the ball back to UGA. The last thing that they need is to give the ball back to the Bulldogs without scoring. Let's see, we got about roughly an hour to the start of that Florida Miami game, in which your boy JB will be live streaming that one next, right after this one concludes. So if you do have the time and you're going to be watching the game, do feel free to come through for that one as well. I've got that one. Had to set it up, of course, on a different stream and stuff like that because I always, go off of the title there for the game. So I've got that one set up on a different stream. So after this one concludes, I'll be hopping over to that one and stuff like that. I see Oklahoma State is up 10-0 versus South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits. Navy's up 35-7 over Bucknell. I see that Cincinnati just started this one off against Townsend. So a lot of games across the board. Vanderbilt's up 20-13 right now against Virginia Tech. So that one is a 1-score game. Of course, Iowa up 19-0 into the third quarter. Let's see. Penn State, West Virginia game. That one's still delayed at the half, but Penn State's up 20-6. All right, and again, right now, just currently here at the commercial, in which Clemson, they're down in the hole right now. They gave up 14 points in the third quarter alone after going the first two quarters without allowing a touchdown. And so, because it started off no points in the first quarter, then it was two field goals in the second quarter, then it became two touchdowns in the third quarter. All right, throws it, gets the completion. However, should be just shy of that first down marker. Third down coming up. And that was completed again to Tyler Brown for 6 yards. I mean, look at that. Zero touchdowns the last 28 drives against Georgia back in 2014. I mean, this is brutal. Got to find the end zone. Third and one. And it is a run play. All right, picks up the first down. And that was again Maffa on the carry. Picks up about roughly 5 yards there on the play. Maffa's got 14 carries for 56 yards in this one. There is a player that's going to be looked at by the medical staff out there on the field for UGA. Again, here in the fourth quarter with 14:03 to go in this matchup. And as SM said, they are running out of time. So here we go. So, I mean, but man, you look at the difference in the quarterback play between these two teams here. That certainly plays a role there because Carson Beck, 20 of 29, 225 yards passing, one touchdown, no interceptions. You look at Klubnik, 13 of 19 for 98 yards passing so far in this one here. So certainly a difference when it comes to airing out the ball here. Now, Maffa, of course, he's been effective, 14 carries, 56 yards in the ground. But when you're trailing 20-3, that's not going to help you much right now. So, Klubnik, you need him to be able to go out there and get you those yards. Let's see. Braden says, you were right, JB. Iowa's offense has woken up. And so, well, hey, JB aims to be correct. Aims to be correct. So, 26 points against Illinois State. That is diabolical. If you're Illinois State, you're like 26 points. What are we doing wrong? So I know that's got to feel good for you right there, Braden. Maybe they'll start putting some respect on your team name. If y'all go out there and score some points, they might start putting some respect on the Hawkeyes name. I'm sure you guys are tired of entering the season and seeing that they just slap a 25 by you because the defense is outstanding. But any type of offense addition to it, look out. Now that can cause some problems. And again, currently right now at the commercial here. And JB's got to make sure that all of his devices stay charged throughout the day. So I'll be swapping between my phone and tablet while the other one charges. All right, so I will be swapping between my phone and my tablet. All right, so here we go. A 1st and 10 situation here. No backs in the backfield. Klubnik looking. Klubnik feeling the rush. Klubnik running for his life here, and they are going to get him back there. He just threw that one away. Was he down for the sack? Was he down for the sack? All right, they'll give him that incompletion. The referees are discussing. Now let's see. Did a knee touch down before he threw it? Oh, a knee did. He's down. Yep. That's definitely a sack right there, and that sack's gonna be credited to Jalen Walker there. They lost 12 yards there on the play. 13:22 to go here in the fourth. Looking, throws that one incomplete. That's gonna make it 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and 22 coming up. Dabo is not happy about that. I mean, if you're someone like Dabo, you had a Trevor Lawrence, you had a Deshaun Watson and stuff like that come through your program and stuff like that. But then you ended up having guys like DJU, having guys like K. Klubnik, and you cannot get back to where you were if this is the kind of quarterback play that you're getting in big games. All right, 5 seconds right now on the play clock. For their own 16-yard line. Back goes in motion, gets the snap, looking. He's going to run. Oh, did he get sandwiched? Did he get sandwiched on that one? 4th down coming up. He got met by 2 defenders. That had to be one of his top 3 worst decisions in his life to try to take off and run in that situation. 12:50 left to go here in the fourth. 4th and 24. They'll be punting the ball down 20-3. What started off competitive right now, UGA is putting their foot on the throat. And with 12:35 to go, expect UGA to continue to try to score. Punts on the way. Catches it from his own 32. Makes the first guy miss. Still running. Oh, this is going to be excellent field position right now for UGA from their own, let's call it their own 42-yard line. That was Evans on the return. Let's see. Nope, that is not working. And JB's got to make sure that my tablet does get charged. So I'm going to be letting it charge for a little minute here. All right, so here we go for UGA 1st and 10. Quick pass caught there by the receiver, and the receiver fighting forward there. Picks up about 2 yards thanks to forward progress. And let's see, SM says Florida Miami next. You already know Florida Miami next. That's what's coming up here after we conclude this game. JB's going to be hopping over to that stream immediately after this game. Of course, assuming what time we finish and stuff like that, if they're going to run this ball, but we'll see. 2nd and 8. 3 receivers on the play, 1 tight end, 1 back. From their own 48-yard line. Beck gets the snap, fakes it to the back. Beck looking, throws it, gets the completion, got the 1st down, picked up at probably about a good 11 yards there on the play. So a 1st down, fresh new set of downs to work with. That was Adrian Smith for another reception there. He's got 5 catches today for 56 yards. All right, so 11:05 to go here in the fourth. Snaps it, gives it to the back in the back. Fighting forward, picks up 2 yards there on the carry. And again, all UGA wants right now is for that clock to continue the run and keep picking up 1st downs. Great chance to get these young running backs more carries. And again, the next live coming up Miami versus Florida. Second and 9. Receiver goes in motion. Shotgun. Fakes it to the back. He's looking. Throws it. That is going to be incomplete. Incomplete. That would have been a tough catch there, but incomplete. So third and 9 coming up here for UGA. Again, more first downs means more time off the clock. Let's see. Mike says, sounds like Club Nick is not all that in a bag of chips, as the kids say. Club Nick realizes that it ain't a picnic out there, Mike. All right, third and 9. 10:08 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation for UGA. Clemson sends pressure, throws it, gets the completion, has the first down, still running at the 20, at the 10, takes on the contact all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown Bulldogs. Another one for UGA. And Braden says another Iowa touchdown. Oh my goodness. Wow. But that was London Humphreys for 40 yards and a touchdown. Carson Beck, 23 of 33 for 278 yards and 2 touchdowns in this one. Carson Beck doing Carson Beck type things. And oh man, if you're Clemson, run this clock because UGA doesn't stop when they get in this mode. They do not stop once they reach this mode. Extra point is good. This is like on Madden when your camera starts shaking and stuff like that. Yeah, you know it's time to hang it up. But what a pass there by Beck, Humphrey, and the crew there for the Bulldogs. And so now, with 9 minutes and 57 seconds remaining here for Clemson, let's see what they do this time out. But you're down 24 points right now. 24 points. Club Nick 13 of 20 for 98 yards. Do you potentially look at another quarterback right now and take the kid out? He doesn't even have 100 yards passing so far in this one. Let's see what they do down by 24 points. Do you sit the kid here? You don't want him to get beat up. He took a nasty hit last time out there. Let's see what they call. All right, let's see here. All right, and again, after this game concludes, we're going to hop over to the Florida Miami one. I've already got that stream set up, and so all we got to do is just switch back over to that one once it's all said and done soon. Braden says that Virginia Tech came back. What's the score right now in that one? Last time I seen that they were down 20-13. Last time I seen, is the score still the same? Braden says can't wait for that game, and so yes, that game there. 20-20 now. Interesting. Okay, keep me updated with that. 20-20. Will Vandy let it slip away, or do they have an ace up their sleeve? Again, fourth quarter, 9 minutes, 57 seconds to go. Bulldogs just plowing their way into the end zone through air. On the ground, doesn't matter. They're up 27-3. But this one was thanks to Carson Beck. Carson Beck, 23 of 33, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mike says, oh, dang, Clemson stinks. There's just a big difference, between, because, like, defensively, if Clemson had a better offense, that would certainly help their defense in a matchup like this, but they don't have the quarterback it takes to win a game of this magnitude. All right, kickoff on the way. No return. So, yeah, that's one intense matchup there between Virginia Tech and Vanderbilt. And so we're going to get to see good old Cam Ward there with them Hurricanes and see what he's about with the U. All right, but here we go. Shotgun formation from their own 25-yard line here. Klubnik's looking. Pressure's coming. Throws that one, and that one is going to be completed there. Tough catch there. That's completed. Nine minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the fourth. Klubnik looking. Throws this one deep. Intercepted. Intercepted. Oh my word. What a play. What a play. Oh my goodness. Braden says Clemson defense is just getting tired. Braden says picked. He says take Cade out now. I'm all for that. Hashtag take him out. Hashtag take him out. I've seen enough. What a big time play. You see the way that he turned his hips in midair, located the football, made a play on the ball there. He acted as if he was the receiver while while the actual receiver was just fading into the abyss, I guess. Wow. All right, so now UGA getting back out there. They specialize in bully football. Nobody does it better. Tosses it to the back. In the back, off the left side. Look at that. Still running. Still running. Oh my goodness. Still running at the 50, at the 40, tripped up at about the 38-yard line. The defense is losing its will to fight out there right now. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous. UGA is fully capable of scoring another 2 touchdowns before this is over. I mean, look at that. Clemson is losing their will defensively. And again, that was Nate Frazier for 38 yards on that carry. So backs up under center here. Timeout, Georgia. Had to call a timeout. 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And so, wow. Braden says, take him out. He's seen enough. He has seen enough. All right. So, and again, right now, K Klubnik, 14 of 22 for 114 yards passing. threw that interception in the last drive, trying to go deep. It's just, it's not there. It's not there. But again, 8 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in this one. UGA right now, full steam ahead. They're up 27-3. Mike says, crying, I say, stop hitting him. He's already dead. Mike. Mike's like, he's already knocked out. Let him go. But yeah, at this point, if you're Clemson, no need. I mean, you already lost this one here, especially if UGA scores again. Just go ahead and just, see what the backup quarterback can do. RC says, Braden, where are you? So yeah, this game definitely should conclude by the time that Florida Miami game starts. So that works out well for us. RC says, oh, there you are, Braden. You said what you said about Iowa offense? Well, Iowa's offense has arrived now, apparently. Longest regular season AP win streak. And so look at that. Well, that's going to continue. Braden says, it's alive, RC. RC says, and JB was right. The second half, the Iowa offense went bananas. Let's see, RC says 33-0. All right, here we go for a UGA here. Shotgun formation here. Three receivers, one tight end, one back right now. They're averaging about 10.6 yards per play here in the second half. They give it to the back in the back. Look at that space. Look at that space. Nobody wants to tackle anymore on Clemson defense. My goodness. 8:20 left to go. We have some hesitant tacklers out there. RC says, JB, as for you, sir, why are you ignoring your Ohio State Buckeyes today? And so, what do you mean ignoring them, RC? That they haven't even started playing yet. But no, I mean, I just cover, I cover different teams. I cover different teams. So believe me, I get some Ohio State streams in there too. SM says Clemson quit. And so they got their will taken from them. Gives it to the back again. This time he slips up, which does help because the defense did not look like they were ready to make the tackle. The way they run to the ball, they look like they are out there trying to take orders from each other. Like, you go make the tackle, you go make the tackle. No, you go make the tackle. That's what it looks like they're doing out there. So sad because they started off so strong. So sad. Let's see. She says, JB, you are not streaming Ohio State. What if y'all lose to Akron? I mean, act wrong. Then we would have many issues if that was the case. All right, gives it to the back up the middle. All right, takes it to about the 15. And this is where you got to watch out because now this is where players start to lose their cool and stuff like that. RC says, Akron, act wrong, period. Braden says, Nate Frazier is going to be the next great Georgia running back. Combine him with Trevor Etienne when he returns back to the play. That's going to be a pretty good combination there. Pretty good combination. All right, but a 3rd and 3 situation, got to hurry up. 5 seconds on the play clock. Oh, look at that. Oh, is that going to be another touchdown? Nasty stiff arm. Tries to get his way to the end zone, but I think he's about 2 yards. Oh, referee says he got there. Referee says he got there, and that's going to be another touchdown, UGA. This time it is Cash Jones. Wow. 15-yard touchdown rush. Braden says, touchdown, Georgia. RC says Akron has never been good in any sport. Let's look at the replay here. Ooh, he did manage to stay in bounce with that foot there. Impressive. Or at least that first angle looks like he did. But hey, 5 plays, 78 yards, 317 off the clock. Insane. And the extra point attempt is good. Let's see. RC says the Ohio Bobcats are a more interesting program than Akron, but not by much. RC says Clemson needs some milk. And Trevor Lawrence, you said, JB, do you love blowouts or close games? Which one you like calling more? So obviously the close games generate more interest, but it depends on how I feel about both the teams. Because I'm not gonna lie, if I dislike one team, like if I'm streaming a game and Michigan's getting blown out, I'm gonna be just as excited. You best believe that. I'm gonna be jumping up and down every time they get whooped, and I can't wait to see that day and stuff like that. So if I dislike the team, then I love blowouts. But more times than not, about 80% of the time, I do enjoy obviously it being more closer there because obviously, at the end of the day, it's just better if it's competitive. Joe says, you better leave Michigan alone while you got a chance. I thought you were a Hurricane fan. I thought you were a Hurricane fan. All right, let's see how this one works out. Let's see. RC says Michigan should take a tiny step back, not a big one. Every step matters. Every step matters. All right, so Clemson returns back out there from their own 19-yard line. 6:04 left to go. Cade looking, throws it, gets the completion. His receiver gets the first down. 5:55 left to go here in the fourth. Down 34-3. Hands it to the back, and the back is going to fight for a good 6 yards there on a carry. SCRC says Vanderbilt and Virginia Tech in a tight game still. All right, that's great. Still 2020. All right, 2nd and 4 from their own 35-yard line. Here, shotgun formation, and K looks, throws it, gets it completed, fights for it, picks up about 6 yards on the play. Sorry, about 5 yards on the play. Yeah, and Dabo just does not believe in transfers. Hashtag staying in the past. All right, but here we go. From their own 41-yard line. Cade moving. Cade looking. Cade throws this one deep. Incomplete. Incomplete. Excellent job there by the defender to get a hand up and separate the receiver from the football there. If he doesn't make that play, that would have been a big time play. And let's see. SM says, JB, you see any upsets happening today? And so, of course, there'll be some upsets and stuff like that. JB needs to look at the entire schedule again to make my prediction for a few upsets here. So give me 1 second. Got to use my phone now because my tablet is charging. Let's see. K, it's got 130 yards passing. Snaps it, looking, throws one up there. Incomplete, but they're going to throw a flag. They're going to throw a flag. That's going to gift them with a first down. So pass interference to gift them with a first down. SM says good call. RC says no flag either. All right, 4:21 left to go here in the fourth. Receiver goes in motion right now on UGA side of the field thanks to that penalty at the 44-yard line. Snaps it. Looking, moving around, still looking, throws it, gets the completion, and he's going to be tackled. 4:09 left to go here in the fourth. RC says Clemson stands for clip some. All right, so they're hurrying up to the line. 3:55 remaining. And they're going to hand it to the back, and the back is going to pick up that first down. So again, another carry there for Maffa in this one. Picked up 4 yards. He's got 15 carries for 60 yards so far today with 3:35 left to go here in the fourth quarter of play. UGA up 34-3 in this one. RC says SMJB Clemson needs out of the top 25 and stuff like that. And so I would not go that far. I would not say that at all, actually. They're certainly going to drop, but not out of the top 25. Pass incomplete. Incomplete. Oh, wait, a flag. Again, 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this one. Bulldogs up 34-3. All right, so holding there against the Bulldogs. But man, 34-3. It always looks so bad when you don't have any offense. Let's see. RC says, JB, what has Clemson shown you of the positives today? And so, well, so far for Clemson, the positives is early on that run stop defense. I get it. Second half, UGA pulled away, but UGA does that in just about any game. So if you don't have any offense and stuff like that, it's going to make your defense always look worse than what it is. But defensively, if Clemson was playing a team that just wasn't a UGA or something or on a UGA level and stuff like that, certainly would have been differently. But the defense, especially that defensive line, a positive for them because the first half they held UGA to just 6 points and stuff like that. Oh man, got him in the backfield on that carry. Got him in the backfield. Third down coming up. So it starts and it stops with the defense. Obviously, I know what Maffa can do offensively, but yeah, defense, particularly that defensive line and linebacker crew, that was the positive. That's all I can get you. He said, come on, Clemson, you can come back and get within 30. Oh, RC's letting them have it. Current drive, 8 plays, 62 yards, about 4 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock here. And of course, running the clock, that is the goal. Gets this snap, looking, clubs looking, throws this one away. Incomplete. There is a flag, however. They're going to throw a flag out here. All right, so this should give JB at least a little time before the start of that Miami, Florida game. Let's see. RC says, JB, do you think Georgia could beat Colorado this bad? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because the biggest difference, I mean, there's many differences, but the biggest difference between a Colorado and a Georgia is that front four. If you thought North Dakota State was scoring points on Colorado's defense, this Georgia offensive line would move them all the way to Tennessee and stuff like that. And Coach Prime, he's acknowledged that the biggest difference has been the linemen and stuff like that. So they would, oh my goodness, would they ever, like they would score so many points. And defensively, they would be getting after Shador and stuff like that. It wouldn't be a conversation to have and stuff like that. Would it be this bad and stuff like that? I probably give them Colorado maybe an extra touchdown and stuff like that, but I would certainly give UGA a lot more than 34 points and stuff like that. So it would definitely be a lot worse if those two teams played. And JB's just keeping it a buck with you. It would be a lot worse. It would be like taking a senior citizen and giving him a stick and telling him to stop a train that's already going full speed downhill with just that stick alone. That's what you're asking in that type of a matchup. Like those are worlds apart right now. And let's see, RC says a big front four can be terrifying if your defensive line can't match up physically and properly, plus vice versa. And so, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, let's see. RC said, if your defensive line is daunting and the offensive line is much smaller, then your offense can go up in flames and fast. Absolutely. That's exactly why we have so many linemen and stuff like that. You think about all the positions that we have in a football field, but yet typically we always have more linemen than any other position out there on the field. Let's see. RC says, Shador only got sacked one time versus North Dakota State, though. And so, I mean, yeah, but that's North Dakota State. But they did recruit a nice tackle to help out for Colorado and stuff like that. But against a team like UGA, would not matter. But that is important. But we're gonna see how it looks once they start to play some of those, like conference games and stuff like that, bigger games, because that's really the biggest difference is that, the linemen. Like you said, like it comes down to the linemen and stuff like that. So those schools that have bigger linemen and stuff like that, keeping Shador upright, because you see what the man can do. 475 yards passing. Clemson would have loved that. Clemson needs a Shador. All right, there's a minute 52 left to go in this one. Fourth and six. Clemson right now at the 19-yard line of UGA. Klubnik looking. Klubnik throws it. That's going to be incomplete. That is going to be it. So now expect UGA to come out here, run this clock. And Dabo, all he can do is just say, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Wow. RC says, JB, I'll be watching Nebraska play next and I'll keep you up to date on that one. And so, okay, bet. Yeah, keep me up to date because I am curious how Nebraska looks offensively this year. So, yeah, do give JB the scoop on that one. And just a reminder that yes, JB is going to be streaming the Florida Miami game once we get towards that kickoff time. I'm going to fire up a different stream there. So, I guess I'll end up having about 5 minutes in between that stream and this stream. Meanwhile, the back picks up about a good 5 yards there on a carry. Reserves are in the game here for this one. And again, all they want to see is that clock continue to run. Literally every time I see Carson Beck, I just want to say, look alive, look alive. RC says, wait, I'm on the Fox channel now, and they're saying weather delay. Another game in weather delay? That's insane. 3 seconds right now on the play clock. Snaps it, tosses it to the back and back off the left side. They're trying to follow his blockers there, but they're not leading him anywhere. All right, so a difference of about 13 seconds between the game clock and the play clock. So one more play will do it. Let's see. RC says, JB, I don't know who really cares for these teams, but Portland State and Washington State just tipped off. He said, what's with all these weather delays? What's this baseball? And so I guess lightning is hitting hard around the U.S., I guess. All right, here we go. Final play. All right. And so now with that play, that'll put it in the books. And this one is final with UGA winning 34-3 over Clemson. A 31-point victory for the Bulldogs here. Wow. The difference between the offenses is the story in this one here. So we'll see obviously how both teams, move forward throughout the season. For Clemson, tough loss, but if you're going to get a loss in your schedule, losing to the number one ranked team, that's not a bad loss. Everything that you want is still in front of you. Your goals are still in front of you, obviously, for this upcoming season. But man, this game is finalized there. Carson Beck, he finished 23 of 33 for 278 yards there for the Bulldogs. Nate Frazier, he had 11 carries, 83 yards and a touchdown. Humphreys, he had 2 catches, 63 yards there and a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, for Clemson, Klubnik, 18 of 29 for 142 yards passing and an interception. Maffa had 16 carries and 59 yards. And Arian Williams was their top receiver. He had 6 catches for 76 yards. RC says JB Virginia Union versus Kentucky State tipped off too. Love the tipped off references there too. All right, guys, but JB's going to go ahead and sign off. Remember, I do have the Florida Miami game set up. So in about another 10 minutes or so, I'm going to start that one, but it's already set up there. So JB will be starting that one in a couple minutes here, but I'll go ahead and take this 10 minutes, walk around and stuff like that. And then we'll continue with the Florida Miami one on the other stream there. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. And thanks again. RC says Maryland 43, Connecticut 7 in the fourth quarter. SM says the U. That's right. We're going to see the U down in the swamp. And so what a combination that's going to be. But yeah, check you guys out in a couple of minutes on the other one. Remember that it's on the other one. So I'm going to be shutting this one down. All right. See you guys there.